Dogs. I love dogs. I like dogs. Okay, so now to move on from Ollie, because Ollie is the king. Are you ready to see what the dice look like? Here we go. What's happening? I tried my best. Don't judge me. I tried my best. Don't judge me. I like dogs. Look at that. Bitch. Oh. Ma'am. In HD, even. I know, right? So pretty. Okay, that was it. That was it. And there's... Okay, so let's see. But just like... I mean, come on. Like, what are we even saying? What are we doing? Like, what's going on? Oh, she ate. Oh. I know. I thought I trimmed it. I literally saved it as a trim. I don't know what's happening. Oh, this isn't the right video. I just realized. This isn't the right video. This one works too. This isn't the right video. This one works. But there's a different video that I actually wanted to show. Oh my god, you're gonna be like, so like, why did you... Okay, this one's cute because it's a single dice thing. But I didn't want it to seem like I bought one dice. Like I bought multiple dice. You know what I mean? Like I have more than one. So I took another video and I just pulled up the wrong one. I'm so sorry. Jesus Christ, Sabrina. Where is it? Wait, hang on. No, oh, it's right here. Is it this? Wait, is it this? It's not this. It's here. I promise. Please, please. Where did it save? Hello? Patricia? Are you home? Oh, did I save it to my... Where is it? Guys. Where is it? It's here. Wait, hang on. Where did I put it? Oh my god. Why did I not put it in a place where it makes sense? Oh, I can't. Is it this? It might be this. Oh, it is this. Okay, but it's not that one. It's this one. What's the difference? Is it this one? Is it this one? You guys, please. Oh, it's not this one at all. It's definitely not that one. Maybe I didn't trim it. I think I got distracted. I think I just got distracted. Okay. Okay, here we go. This is the one. This is the one. I repeat, this is the one. Hang on. I'm such a weenie. My god. Okay, okay. Here we go. Watch this. Okay, this is the one. You can see all of the dice. All of the dice. All of the dice. Look at them. They're all there. All of the dice. I got a full set. This might not even be the right one. I don't think this is the right one. Where did I save the damn video, dude? This isn't the right one. Damn it! The one that I'm looking for, I'm like further away. Like not terribly further away, but like a little bit further away. Oh my god. But yeah, look. So pretty. So pretty, bestie. Look at her. Ma'am. The one thing about my Mac is that I missed that Windows doesn't have to press spacebar to preview images and videos. It's so useful. The situation included. Yeah, no, seriously. Oh, hello. That was weird. But yeah, this isn't the right video, but it gets the point across, you know? So pretty. And the thing that I really like about them is when they're not, like, in direct sunlight, they're very dark and mysterious. But when they're illuminated, they're very sparkly and, ooh. Get it together, Bill Gates. Wait, is Bill Gates alive? Bill Gates isn't alive, right? It's the other one that died. The other tech guru. Imagine finding the video I was actually looking for. Like, how does that feel? He's alive? Well, which one's dead? What's the person's name who died? One of them died. Who was it? Which one? Tell me. Do we know? Is anybody in the know on that? Steven? Wait, is his name Steven? I thought it was Steve. Steven Jobs has passed away. I don't know why I'm making it like it's funny, because it's not funny, it's sad. But, you know. But yeah, there's that. Aren't they cool? They're cool. So, we're gonna roll the dice for the first time. But I'm only gonna roll the one. Because, yeah. So we're gonna move. Esteban Trabajos? Oh my god, please. Not the Steven Jobs. Steven Jobless now? Oh my god. Okay. The dice is in here. The dice is in here. It's in there. See it? It's down there, I promise. So we're gonna roll the dice. Are you ready? Are you ready? We have 3.2 thousand on number 1. Number 2 has 20. Number 3 has 5. And number 4 has 32,000 servings. Let's see who was the winner. The die is cast. The die cast. Like die cast? Die cast? Isn't that a thing? Okay. Wait, I'm gonna take off my ring. because I'm afraid. I don't want them to chip, dude. All right, ready? Whoever wins this is the inaugural winner of the new dice. And here we go. In 5, 4, 5, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, it's not rigged, but the last number that I said happens to be the winner. The winner of the dice roll on the first day of their usage, their inaugural roll, is... Who is it? Travis won 60,000 servings. Travis. That's huge. Sheesh, you turned your 20,000 and added 40,000. That stonks, dude. That's straight up stonks, my guy. Congratulations, you did it. And I will say, I love these dice. They're so beautiful. They're so beautiful. And I have them stored in a place where I can just like see them all the time because they're literally works of art. IMOTBH, for real, for real. So yeah, you're gonna lurk. You have a meeting with some homies. Sounds good. Have a good meeting. Thank you, Jake. Thank you for the good luck. Have fun. I appreciate it. I really do. I hope you have a lovely meeting. I hope it's productive, and I hope you all mind meld so beautifully, and everything goes as planned, or it doesn't, and it goes even better than you thought it was gonna go. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know where the actual video that I really wanted to share went, because like I did a better job at holding the dice where I wanted them to be, but I'll find it and I'll put it in the Discord. Sound good? Sounds good. All right, so it is time to whip out the photos, the photos of it all. So let's do it. I took a lot of pictures. It's funny though, because in my mind, I was like, I didn't take very many pictures. I took 240. So there's that. I took 240 pictures. So we are in it, folks. We are in it for the long haul. And let's start with this one that I didn't take. I didn't take this picture. It wasn't me. One of my friends took this picture of one of our other friends. As you can see, I decided to hide his face because he didn't ask to be put on the internet. And he isn't really a front-facing individual to begin with, but I had to borrow this picture. I had to. No, that's not his face, but it is really similar to what his face was doing. I tried to find an emoji that was like giving the essence of what his face was doing, and this is very spot on. If you don't know, I would love to be him right there. I know, I agree. I didn't see these baddies. Sorry, I'm trying to close something. I didn't see these baddies anywhere. If I had, I would have partaken. If you don't know who these people are, they are the sisters, the daughters, if you will, of Lady Dimitrescu in Resident Evil Village. And they look great. I love the faces they're... Look at... I just love the faces they're making. And I don't know what they said to him, but my friend who got this picture did like a motion picture capture. You know what I mean? It's not a video, okay? But it's like a few pictures with audio. And I don't know exactly what they said, like what the sisters said. But I just heard my friend be like, oh, yes, please. So I think they were asking if he would be okay with them, like, touching him or, like, putting the scythe near his throat or something. But I just hear him be like, oh, yes, definitely. I'm like, oh, my God, that's so silly. But, yeah, they look really cool. I didn't see them, though. If I had seen them, I would have taken a picture with them. But there was a lot to see, dude. There was so much. There was so much going on. But the very first picture that I took, I'm very pleased with. I had a standoff with this person who is cosplaying as Jinx, aka Powder. I think most people at this current time know her from Arcane. But she is, of course, a League of Legends baddie. I was waiting outside of the bathroom for people to do their thing. So just waiting there all by myself. I'm just like... And I just made eye contact with this person, like, 5 times. Which is way too many. Because I was, like, looking and I'm like... I want to take a picture of them. But I'm nervous. Because it was, like, that was the first approach I would have been making for the fan fusion. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. So I went over and I asked, and they said yes. So yeah, it's just really cool. And I asked if I could take a picture of the gun from the side, and it looks sick, dude. It's so well done. I love, just clearly they put in so much work. So much work was put into this. And like the buttons on the shirt on the top are so nice, and just the paint job on the gun. I forget the name of the gun. It has a name. They all have a name, you know. I know, right? It's just so cool. It's very cool. But yeah, I'm glad I worked up the courage to ask this stranger if I could take their picture. But realistically, that's kind of the whole point, right? That's kind of the whole point. And I love the way she did her makeup. Fish bones. Thank you, Travis. Thank you. Fish bones. But yeah, and I will say on day one, there was not a terribly, like, dense amount of people. And I don't mean like people who are dense. I just meant there wasn't a lot of people, therefore it wasn't a dense crowd, which was nice. It was nice because one of the things that kept being talked about on social media about FanFusion was that it was a record-breaking blah blah blah, like the amount of passes that were sold. They sold completely out of weekend passes, and all that was left for single day. And I'm like, oh my god. But Friday was not that bad. You main Jinx for a long time? Oh my god, we all had a League of Legends champion that we made for a long time. And I don't want to assume how long your long time was, because I just don't want to tell on myself. Because I mained Miss Fortune for a very, very, very long time. Bricks, hello. How are you?
Hello there.
Welcome. Welcome on in. I'm doing my yearly recap of Phoenix FanFusion, aka Comic Con. How are you? Welcome on in. Jinx, Fish Waifu, and Soon Waifu. And Tentacle Boy. Oh, wait, Fish Waifu? Is Fish Waifu Nami? Is Sun... Who's Sun Waifu? Who's the Sun Waifu? And Tentacle Boy? Is Tentacle Boy Zed? Wait, not Zed. Not Zed. Kassadin. You just got up from your nappy. Or is Tentacle Boy Vel'Koz? There's so many Tentacle Boys in League of Legends. You need to make up your mind, bud. How was your nap? Was it good? Did you have a good nap? How's Martha? She chillin'? Is she chillin'? Yeah, we're just getting started, dude. I got dice. Which is really cool. You had a good nap? Oh, good. Oh, good. Okay, what's next? Oh, yeah. Let's go, boy! I mean, come on. Ma'ams. Ladies, do you see the beauty and the grace of these two baddies cosplaying as Galinda and Elphaba? I saw them like minutes after I saw Jinx. And I was like, can I take a picture of you, please? And I was like, you two look great. Oh my god, so good. I know, right? It's just, and not to mention, it wasn't hot this weekend. Was it hot? Not really. It wasn't terribly hot, but it was warm. It was warm. In the convention center, oh my god, just, yeah. The way that they so expertly refined the AC of it all. Oh my god. So I would imagine that Elphaba wasn't too hot throughout the day, but man, I love the nails. But the dress, I should have asked. Like, where'd you get your dress from? But I didn't ask. But I know, right? So beautiful. I love it. Yes, we did bring up League of Legends. Marfa's all up in your face right now. Oh, that's sweet. That's cool. Tell Marfa we said hi. Martha. But yeah, so beautiful. So beautiful. Just like vibing. I'm pretty sure she's wearing heels, which is like major dedication. But I just love the whole outfit. I love the hat, the tiara, the wand, the purse, even. The details, the finer details. So yeah, just very cool. Next! I was very excited. A Bendy cosplay? Just a Bendy? We out here bending? Oh my god. They were so nice. I miss playing Bendy. And then don't quote me. Don't at me. I know I didn't finish the second one. I'm aware. I didn't. Why not? I don't No. The stare down from the guy behind. Well, it's okay. Here's the thing. Here's the thing that can be difficult in my experience. Taking pictures of people who are cosplaying alongside their friends who are cosplaying different fandoms. More often than not, in my opinion, in my case, in my experience, I only recognize one of you. You know what I mean? Like, I only know who you are. Your friends put in the work, very cool. But it's like when you go up to a YouTuber and you're like, oh, hey, my sister loves your channel. It's like, okay. So it was like, I don't know. The very far left one is potentially from Homestuck. See, I don't know what that is. I recognize them. They looked familiar, but I didn't know what it was from. So I just awkwardly was like, oh, can I get a picture of you? And then that one moment happened where it's like, which one of us? And blah, 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 blee, blee, blee. And I'm like, oh, Bendy. And they're like, okay. But yeah, this guy's clearly, I don't know. He felt left out, which is fine. I just don't know who he is, and I'm so sorry. Oh, it's from a webcomic. That's cool. That's fancy. And I couldn't pass up the opportunity. They asked me if I wanted to take a picture with them, and I got to hold Bendy. I got to hold the little boy, the little Kai. I was so excited. Just got to hold them. You sweet little baby. I'm so surprised you let me hold them. Thanks. Thanks, Emmy. I appreciate it. He looks like Raul. Oh, the guy in the back. Oh my god, Kirby, thank you. Thank you so much. It was comfy. It was cozy. I was wearing Yoda socks. Look, my socks have Yoda on them. Can you tell? That's Yoda. Also, I just wore my athletic shoes. Because, also, yes, I'm wearing cat ears. I love casual Serena. Thanks. But yeah, I was wearing my cat ears. Because I had to. It was Fan Fusion. When else am I going to wear them in the public, you know? You might have the same pair of shoes, not gonna lie. Dude, you've worn them so much, they're so comfy. Because on one hand, would I love to wear my, like, high-rise Converse? Duh, because they're cool. But my foot, and I just noticed the accents on this cosplayer's pants. It's very, very cool. But it would have been a bad idea. And I already, as it was, had to deal with one foot cramping incident that came out of nowhere, but it went away after I stopped thinking about it. But yeah. So there's that. What's next? I saw so many Cult of the Lamb people. I saw at least 10 cosplayers as Cult of the Lamb, which was crazy. Like, all things considered, Cult of the Lamb had so much representation over the weekend. It was wild. And for being honest, this was the only picture I took of somebody cosplaying as Cult of the Lamb. And they were the first people, no, I think they were like, okay, I saw over 10 cosplayers over the 3 days, if we're being honest. It was just so many. Like, I think I saw 10 people every day. Like, I'm not even joking. It was crazy. Like, Cult of the Lamb, Cult of the Lamb. Oh, look, Cult of the Lamb. But, like, it was an empty hallway, blah, blah, blah. I was like, ooh, I'm gonna stop them. But most of the people that I saw dressed up as Cult of the Lamb, I don't know how this worked out. It was very bizarre, now that I think about it. But they were all walking by me. Like, we were walking. Like, we were actively going from point A to point B. There wasn't any meandering going on, aside from these two people. So I was like, ooh, picture. So yeah, I love it. And I just love the little crown on top and the purple representation. Man. And I just love so much what's going on down here. But yeah, so many people dressed up as Cult of the Lamb. It was so cute. And I'm like, damn it. Well, fuck. But I think it's safe to say that since it was so popular this year, I think Cult of the Lamb is, like, truly going down as a cult classic. And, I don't know, like, what if I did it next year? I don't know, you know? I could do it next year. Oh my god, Chie! You scared me! That's so funny.
There it is.
Chie, hello, hi, welcome. Welcome on in. Chie, I'm going to whip out my dice video again, because you love things. A lot of us around here love things that are beautiful. I know. But I just feel incredibly inclined to make sure that Chie sees this. So we're gonna watch this again for just a moment. Just a moment. I have to do it. Chie, look. Look. What the fuck? What the hell is happening? Chie, look. Look at the dice. Look at the dice. Chie. I've been waiting for the right moment to announce my presence. Your pun deserved a Picard no, please. I know, right? It's blue sandstone, and she's a baddie. She's a baddie. So yeah, I just had to do it to him. I had to show that to you. I couldn't not. But yeah, I have all 10. Well, not 10. How many dice comes in a thingy? 1, 2, 3. They're over there. Tyler. Tyler, hello, hi, welcome, welcome on in. But yeah, I have all my dice. I guess I should put them over here, just so I can, like, prove to you that I bought more than one dice, I swear. I did. They're in a tray. They're right here. They're in the tray, safe and sound, but my dice are in here. Our dice, as I keep saying. They're our dice. So yeah, they're right here. I mean it. Yes, Tyler did in fact get a picture with E. Hayden Christensen. I'm very jealous of them. And I have a story about that, if we're being honest. But yeah, we're just recapping. We're recapping. Indeed. Indeed! Okay, so. Cult of the Lamb. Huge representation over the weekend. I've scared you. I've said too much. I'm hopeless and awkward and desperate for love. Tyler, hello, hi, welcome. You're on break, so not here for long, but wanted to say hi. Hello, Tyler. Welcome. Thank you for stopping in on your break. It's very, very cool. I appreciate you doing that. Did I get my picture? With whom? With whomst? I did not meet Hayden Christensen. No, no, no. I did not meet Hayden Christensen. I mean this with all due respect. I am not about to spend hundreds of dollars to meet somebody. It's just not something that I am, I'm not in the market to do that. So yeah. I know, the weekend was so busy. It was so busy, dude. It was crazy between the panels that we did and just trying to see all of the things and eat food. It was a lot. But yeah, I agree. I agree! But the picture that you got with him looked very, very nice, I must say. I must say. He seems like a very kind gentleman, from what I have heard. What's next? My nails? How did that get there? Weird. Whoa. Who put this in here? That's crazy. Oh my god. Yes, I took pictures of my nails, because the lighting was immaculate. Also, I gotta say, it was incredibly validating and uplifting to have vendors who were there selling their art be like, oh my god, I love your nails. And I'm like, thank you. That means a lot coming from you, as I'm literally gazing at so much creativity that you have brought to the table, literally, and are exchanging for monetary value. The fact that you think my nails look cool, bitch. Very, 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 very special. So yeah, I took a picture of my nails. It is what it is. Oh my god. Okay, so I didn't even notice this person, if we're being so honest. This picture was taken after our first panel that we did, and the involvement that I had in this panel was rather minimal, but it was still there. So this picture was taken after we did the Star Trek versus Star Wars panel, and fun fact, I was under the impression that the prompt of arguing Jar Jar Binks versus Wesley Crusher was going to require a minuscule amount of knowledge, as I chose to be on the Star Trek side. So I did research on Wesley Crusher. I did a fair amount of research on that young man's character, and I learned a lot. There was a lot of ins and outs to be understood and fleshed out. And then on the day we are sitting up on the you know, the stage, it was myself and 3 of our friends, 2v2, and the slide comes up to show the audience what we are going to be debating upon after doing my due diligence of researching. The prompt simply says Wesley versus Jar Jar Binks in a fist fight. Who would win? And me and my friend who were on the Wesley side were like, a fist fight? What? Because we had both done so much research. Like, my friend was like on ChatGPT, like, tell me how, what's this, what's that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, a fist fight? Like, literally, that was our response. I was like, a fist fight? I was like, you didn't tell us it was going to be a fist fight. I thought it had to be like us arguing their literal character. And it was really difficult to have to argue how any human being could defeat Jar Jar Binks in a fist fight. Because Jar Jar Binks, have you seen his arms? He's lean, but he's got, you know, and he's like extraterrestrial. He's an alien. His body's built different. He has ridiculous reach. He could blind you with his ears. And I had to argue why Wesley Crusher would win in a fist fight. And the only thing that I could come up with was the fact that I saw a clip. And I didn't say this. I was like, I saw a clip. But I was just speaking, you know what I mean? I was like, considering the fact there was a time when Wesley Crusher had to bold-faced take an open-handed slap from his mother, I think he could take on Jar Jar Binks, which is so not true. It's not true. Jar Jar Binks would destroy him. But I'm so glad that I saw a clip. Well, that's an odd sentence. I'm so glad that I saw a clip of this child actor get slapped by a woman. But I'm so glad I saw that because I had something to say. Because outside of that, like my friend, my co-arguer, my teammate, he was just doing research on like facts and what his experiences were in Star Trek. And we wouldn't have had anything to say if I hadn't seen that clip of him getting slapped by his mom. But yeah, dude. I'm like, fist fight? What? You kidding me? I was not prepared for this. But in reality, I don't know what I was thinking our friend was going to make us argue, because he knew damn well that myself and my teammate had only seen the episodes of Star Trek that he showed us for his birthday. You know what I mean? So, yes, Jar Jar 100% wins. He can fight with his tongue too if you catch him off guard. This is very, very true. He was killing bots hand-to-hand in Clone Wars. Okay, so I need to watch Clone Wars. I haven't done it yet, but I will very soon. To be fair, depending on what timeline it's in, it is conceivable that Wesley might have learned to teleport out of the way. Oh my god, please. That's so funny. But yeah, so that happened. And then I saw this guy. And by I saw this guy, John saw this guy. He's like, look, and I'm like, what? And I'm like, oh, so it's Sloth from Goonies.
Oh, yeah?
It's Sloth, and don't get it twisted, alright? I'm a huge fan of Sloth, so much so, you never see it, but at the corner of my desk, right here, I have this bad boy. Right here. He's always there. He's always with me. He's always here with me. Because he's a goated character, highly misunderstood. Was I afraid of him when I was a child? Yes. Thank you, Fred. Thank you. But yeah. So John's like, look, and I'm like, what? And then, this was another case. Of somebody not understanding that when I said I wanted a picture of you, I literally just meant the person I was making eye contact with. And the interaction was... it could have been a little less awkward. But it is what it is. I was like, oh, of Sloth. They're like, oh, okay. And they backed away. And I'm like, hey, man, I don't know what to tell you. And then one of their friends, like one of this person's friends, was like, make the face. And he's like, oh my god. So he did. He made the face. It looks just like him. With all due respect, no tea, no shade. It looks just like him. I thought it was cute. And he laughed, so it was fun. But yeah, I thought it was cool. We love Sloth representation, don't we? We do. Next. Okay. So, I took pictures of some dice this year. I didn't take pictures... Do the roar! I didn't take as many pictures of dice as I have in the past, because if we're being so honest, there is, in my mind, like the one true dice vendor that has been going to FanFusion ever since I started going. So, an insane amount of years, realistically speaking. I couldn't find them. I looked everywhere. I don't know where they, I don't know if they just didn't show up, or hopefully they didn't fall on hard times, which wouldn't be unheard of. But I kind of was like holding out on taking like copious amounts of dice pictures because I was waiting to find like the one I was looking for, and I never found them. So I'm so sorry. I don't have as many pictures of dice, but this is where I got my dice from. So there's that. There's that. I just realized I did not greet anyone when I rolled in. Hello, everyone. Pleasant to see you all today. You know, it do be like that. We do be coming in hot. Hello, Chie. So these were cool. I took a picture of them, as you can tell. I like them. They're fun. They're fun, but they weren't something that I was too crazy about. Because in my opinion, no tea, no shade. Metal is so played out. Metal is so played out, but these are really cute. I like them a lot. I like the detail that they hold. They hold a lot of detail. Although, I'm gonna be a stickler. I'm just gonna say it. They need to clean. They needed to have kept up on cleaning. You know what I mean? Look at this. Dust. Fingies. All I need is a little like every 30 minutes, which is asking a lot. Maybe even 10 minutes. But, I mean, come on. Come on, you know? And this was the place where I gave the lady a hard time, too. So, I don't know what it is about this vendor, but I just can't stop giving them a hard time. It's like, ooh, it's like a cracking Thanos gauntlet. Ooh, I don't remember who it was, but somebody over the weekend definitely made a Thanos joke. And I was like, okay, Thanos. And they're like, what? And I'm like, yes. I know so many Thanos lines. I am a Thanos apologist. Alright. He tried his best. He tried his best. You know? Sounds like they deserve to be given a hard time. Exactly, Tarvis. And I said that on purpose. Get him, Sabrina! That's the other thing. The corners are very sharp. The corners on these, the ones that I have, are nice and rounded. But yeah, the corners on these bad boys are sharp, for sure. I agree. Excellent observation, Chie. I was thinking the same thing. Nerds running around with our sticky jam hands. Gotta clean that. Dude. Okay. Let me turn the music back on. I'm gonna have to keep remembering to turn it back on. But okay, let's just address this now. Let's get this out of the way, because we're all thinking it. In terms of stench, the stenchosity, the stenchulation of this 2025 Phoenix Fan Fusion, I can proudly say that it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. It really wasn't. It really wasn't. I was impressed. I was highly impressed, because years past, I could not say the same. But this year, I was very pleasantly surprised. There was an instance, and I said I wasn't going to do this. We're just going to leap forward in time, just for a moment. I'm going to come back to Friday. We're leaping to Sunday. Last day. First thing in the morning. Somebody at the panel we were doing that was sitting in front of me. First thing in the morning. You just got there. How long have you been here? Maybe 90 minutes? Was already just like every once in a while, just like, no. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, oh no, why are you already stinky? It's the morning. Like, the day hasn't even started yet. No. But aside from that, honestly, I was very impressed. The stench meter was not that high. And not gonna lie, dude, I brought my deodorant. I did. And did I have to reapply at one point during the day? Yeah, I did. I caught it, though. I caught it early. But I was like, huh, I need to put on deodorant again. Like, it just is what it is. And there's a lot of like adrenaline at a convention. And fun fact, stress sweats, whatever the stress may be, that's the stink. That's why this guy stinks. That's where you get horribly, horrifyingly stinky locker rooms from, like for sports, for athletes, because they're out there like they're locked in, their brain, you know, adrenaline, anxiety, blah blah blah, nerves, and that's when it gets real stinky. So yeah, I give myself a pass on being slightly, for just like 10 minutes maybe. A little, you know, a little ripe. A little ripe. Alright? It was the day that we did our D&D panel. I had to be an actor. I was nervous. Forgive me, but I brought the deodorant because I'm smart. So there's that. Some people have extra stinky medical needs. That is true. This is very true. Too much Saturday partying. Dude, Saturday... Oh, we'll get there. But we're back to Friday. We're back to Friday. Also, thank you, Fred, for the Oh Brother, This Guy Stinks blurb. I appreciate you doing that. So, I think this is where... Okay, so this is the dice that I got. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this grubby. Grub Central. The number 4. The number 4. Nasty. Look at all this hair, dude. Look at all these fibers. What are we even saying? What are we doing? The 4 isn't even in there, right? You know? But these are the ones that I saw. These are the ones that I laid my eyes on. And I was like standing there for such a long time. And I honestly don't want us to keep looking at this picture because I am going to talk about the dice purchasing situation because it deserves its moment in the spotlight. I took actual pictures on my phone yesterday. Here, we'll do this guy, or not this guy. We'll sit here and stare at this picture. Cool, we're staring. But yeah, dude, it was so difficult to like allow myself to buy these because again, they were not cheap, which makes sense because they're blue sandstone. Hello. But I'm so glad that I got them because they're so beautiful and they're so fun. And like that day on Friday, Ace said something in the Discord about like, oh, like don't be afraid to like splurge or just like don't be afraid to, you know, just buy it, just buy whatever you want to buy because that's what the money's for. And I'm like, okay, because it's been a hot minute since I've bought something that is over $50. Like that's just like recreational, you know what I mean? Like not even 50, like maybe even 30. Like it's just not in my wheelhouse as of right now, you know what I mean? So, yeah, there was a lot of back and forth going on. I was standing at that counter for like 20 minutes, just thinking and just being like, oh, I don't know. Just like standing there, just like, I don't know what to do. But I was like, well, that's what the tippage was for. This is what it's for. I really want these because I've never seen, like, as dramatic and whatever as it may sound, like, I've never seen a stone that's this beautiful, ever. Like, I didn't even know blue sandstone existed. And I wouldn't have ever have imagined that it would look like this. And it's just so beautiful. Because purple, like amethyst, I'm just gonna say it. For me, myself, it would be such a played out move. For me, personally, amethyst is beautiful. Amethyst comes in all shapes and sizes and shades. But for me, to just like come home with amethyst dice, please, ma'am, be more creative. And it's not like I saw amethyst dice and fell in love with them and forced myself to not get them. I saw amethyst dice and I'm like, hello? No, I'm good on that. I have an amethyst. Like I have an actual amethyst on my desk right here. But the dice of it all was not giving. But yeah, these are beautiful. I'm really glad I got them. And I am sure they're going to give me the best of luck, you know? And totally not rigged, all right? My friend carried them for a little bit. He put them in his hand, and he felt that the weight was spot on. So, hey. If you don't win the dice roll, it's not the dice. It's you. So there's that. Let's go back to the actual album of it all. Let's see, where did we leave off? Right here. We left off right here. These dice were a lot of fun. It's just not that kind of economy right now. Exactly. And thank you, Kirby. I appreciate that very much. I really, really do. And thank you for participating in just the tip of it all. Very, very cool. I appreciate you doing that a lot. Really, really cool. Very, very kind of you, to say the least. To say the least. Ew, the grubby hair like the Krabby Patty that they gave to the health inspector. Oh my god. Dude, that Krabby Patty, cursed. Cursed. That man definitely didn't die, but he did. Okay, so if you're wondering to yourself, do these scaled dice feel like scaled dice? Yes, They do. They do. They felt delightful. They felt very nice. They were a lot of fun to hold on to. And it was just so funny because there were so many like buzzwords that were used at so many different vendor tables that had to do with like sensory, ADHD, just like stuff like that. And I was like, okay, you guys know what you're doing. You guys have tapped in. You're tapped in. You're really speaking to the people, and that's very, very smart of you. That's very, very smart. But these were cool. These were cool. I liked them. And aside from these guys and the ones that I showed earlier with the purple inside the gold, they were all kind of like what you would normally see. Okay. Is this or is this not a scrub daddy? This is a scrub daddy, isn't it? Nowhere on their person did it say scrub daddy, but I saw them from afar and I'm like, scrub daddy. And they got closer to me and I'm like a little bit sus on if they're supposed to be scrub daddy. Because is there like another like likeness of a fictional character in the world that looks like this? Or is this not a scrub daddy? Oh! Emmy, you're so smart. You're so smart. With the yellow kitchen gloves, it seems likely. I didn't even think about that. These are kitchen gloves, aren't they? But yeah, it's a scrub daddy. Isn't that cute? But like, where's his scrub mommy? You know? Every scrub daddy needs a scrub mommy if they want to. They don't need to, you know? I'm not going to judge. But I thought this was cute. I will say that the pose that they struck kind of confused me. Not in a bad way. And not in a, oh, I'm confused. But like, I was like, huh, maybe you're not a scrub daddy. But I think they are. So thank you, Emmy, for backing me up on this. Oh my god, dude. Look at this guy. This was the best picture I could take. It's creeper status, I know. It's creeper status to the max. But look at him! I caught him on the way down. On the way down. You wanna know what's so fucked, though? The time that I took this picture was when we were, just tails low, just looking down, walking out of the longest line I attempted to stand in a very, very, very long time. For some reason, I thought it would be an okay idea, on a whim, last minute, wasn't planning on doing this, to get in line to watch the Hobbits panel. Yeah, just a Uruk-hai, just chilling, you know, as they do. I decided, I was like, let's try and get in line for the Hobbits panel to see Sean Astin and Elijah Wood and Merry and Pippin. I don't remember their names. So we were in line, standing behind somebody who was dressed up as Daredevil, and he looked great. Very, very cool. Very, very well done. And yeah, we were just like self-soothing every once in a while, saying it'll be fine. We're gonna make it. We'll make it. We'll get in there. It'll be fine. And then we were escorted to move the line in wild ways. And then we were waiting in a new room. The line was very, 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 very long, unbelievably long. And then what ended up happening was I noticed two police officers working their way down the far end of the line, so towards the end, literally, which is where we were. But even then, there had been like 100 people, 100, it's 3, 100 plus people who had gotten in line behind us, which kind of started to make you feel better, you know what I mean? No. So the police officers who were tasked with this mission, very, very serious, simply told us, the room is full, they're no longer taking people. And I'm like, it's fine. I wasn't too invested in going, because if I really wanted to get there on time, we would have needed to have lined up like hours early. But I just thought it was so silly. And honestly, you just never know how weird people are gonna get when they're told, no, you can't get what you want, especially when it comes to fandoms. So yeah, but I was like, why are the police coming over here? What happened? What's going on? They're just like, yeah, it's full. Sorry, like you gotta Sorry. I'm like, dang it, which was fine. But on the way out, I saw this, which is just a bummer because this person was probably standing in line for hours and they want to get in there, but they couldn't. It is what it is. Dominic Monaghan and Billy Boyd. Oh my god, thank you, Chie. I appreciate that very much. I really, really do. But this guy looks so cool. Take a picture of him. Also, this is a fun one. Is this not a Wraith Witch? Is that what they're called? Are they called Wraith Witches? Oh my god, and the casual SpongeBob and Patrick in the back. Oh, it's the mouth of Sauron. Sauron, sorry. Oh my god. I'm sorry, Chie. No, you're right. You're right. You're so right. You're so right. I didn't even notice them. They just blended in. In a good way, you know? Because it kind of looks like an escalator. I don't know, I'm just saying. Chie is a knower. I know, isn't it though? I didn't even notice them. You got SpongeBob and Patrick in the back. With the fishnet tights! Ma'am. This is a Wendy's. This is a Wendy's! And little do they know, I took a picture of them from above. Oh my god. That is the one scene that should never have been cut from Return of the King. So you do see his mouth at some point, right? I thought, like just for a moment, or am I making that up? I don't know. But look at these pictures! I took pictures of pictures. Took pictures of pictures. Yeah, his mouth is wild. But look! They're so cute, so pretty, and so expensive. It was very interesting to see how different artists priced their artwork. And this was like the first table of art that I saw. And I was like, oh no, I will take pictures of them. Thank you. Not going to be purchasing. Holy shit. But okay. But if we're being honest, if I saw somebody's artwork that absolutely captivated me, that's the thing. That's how I was making my purchase decisions. Like if I saw something that made me be like, you know, that's a good starting point. That's a really good starting point. So I really love the way that these looked. I really enjoyed witnessing all the different artists and how they approached their artwork and just all of the complexities and the details and just the creativity. Because it's really difficult based on what I've observed to, as an artist, go to like a Comic-Con or a fan fusion, whatever, and have art of a character that you are 1 out of 80 vendors at the same event who all have pictures of Sokka, who all have pictures of Miles Morales. You know what I mean? It's like, what makes your picture different than the person next to you and the person like 5 rows to the south type thing? You know what I mean? So I really do enjoy when somebody shows up with original art, but I will say, for me, it does make it difficult in the environment that we're in to like see it as something that stands out. Which is kind of silly and kind of messed up probably, but it's just not what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? It's just not what I'm looking for. But I did appreciate it, and I was like, I need to take a picture of this because I want to show people. It's very pretty. He talks and smiles. It's super creepy. Ooh, I should look it up. I know there's rats, little Rana-Lana's little guys. But yeah, there's a ferret over here. Yes, there's a ferret. It's a ferret. But yeah, it's super pretty. Very cool. And I will say that there was a lot of people that were selling their art on like just canvases. Like they didn't have just like paper prints that were available, which I thought was a bummer. And I think, if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure, oh yeah, limited edition. Oh, there you go, that's why they're so expensive. But a lot of them are just selling canvases, which is cool and all. But like traveling with a canvas throughout the con, especially if your car isn't parked anywhere close or your hotel isn't nearby, it's like, dude, what am I supposed to do with this? Just walking around a crowded convention hall with a canvas. And I thought this was fascinating. So you have a framed mini print. $100? I mean, they put in the work. It looks amazing. It's very well done. But just seeing this price point on display made it really difficult for me to like want to keep looking at their stuff, because I'm like, oh no, I can't. That's not. No. No. Getting art framed is similar price to 100 sometimes. If we're being honest, I would rather just have the picture and then I can frame it myself. You know? But It is all about the convenience. This is true. It is about the convenience. Okay, now we're in t-shirt territory. I didn't see too many t-shirts that were like fun and fancy and free, but I thought this was cute. A little Boba Fett moment. A little Boba Fett. Anybody want to get Boba Fett? A lot of puns. There's a lot of punnage going down over the weekend. But yeah, here's more. Here's more. Build and body fat. Check out my six-pack. Speaking of donuts, I have pictures of donuts. They're on their way. There was a lot of donuts to be had over the weekend. Not gonna lie. Because there were areas of the food court that were not occupied. And people who, like, have restaurants or whatever that just exist locally were, like, renting out these spots to, like, sell whatever food they had. And there's this place, I don't know if it's local. I don't think it is, but it's called Hertz Donuts. And they were there all weekend, so all 3 days, and they brought so many donuts. So many different kinds of donuts. And they were very reasonably priced. So I have pictures of donuts later. And they were delicious. They were quite yummy, if I do say so myself. I don't know if Gleeok is here right now at this moment in time. But Chie, I know you are also. And a lot of people are a fan of Zelda. But I quite literally took this picture just because I knew Gleeok would like it. I was like, for Gleeok! Wait! You look! This is the picture I was telling you about! I took this picture because of you! I saw it! It's a really, like, it was just like a long picture moment. Very beautiful. I thought you would appreciate it. I took the picture. I took it. I thought it was nice. I thought it was cool. But yeah. I really enjoyed the not the scale, the ratio, the sizing, I don't know what to call it, of this artist's prints. Nigel Sade? Sade? Nigel Shade. Shade? And Zaya Sade. Is it Sade? I don't know. But yeah, if you want to look it up, if you want to bookmark it, got Nigel Sade. So yeah, they have some really cool artwork. I don't know if I took a picture of... I didn't. Damn it. There was another picture that I thought was interesting. It was of a space shuttle, but I guess I didn't take a picture of it. My bad. Okay, so I was trapped at this exhibitor's table for like 30 minutes. This shit's crazy, dude. They have, in my opinion, mastered the art of taking marbles and putting things inside of them. I don't really understand how they did this, although they did describe it, and I have videos of some of these. But hey, let's just go. Sorry. So look, they stick stuff in there. I don't know how, but they do. It's crazy. Maybe they're resin. They must be resin, right? They've got to be. Well, actually, no, I don't think they're resin. Not all of them are resin. Some of them are made out of glass. I remember them saying that. So there's this guy. And then it gets even cooler as we keep going. But, oh my god. Okay, I need this. Oh. I have the source muted on the stream, so you're not hearing it. That's good. Dude, I freaking love marbles. Oh yeah, also, they're UV reactive. Some of them are. So he's like, oh, some of these are UV reactive. And he hit me with the UV light. And I'm like, ah! So it's just super cool. And the person that makes these, I was like picking their brain after they said that they liked my nails. Ooh! Come to find out, the person that makes these is like in their mid-20s. And they've been doing this for like 15 years or something like that. Like over a decade, I remember. And I was like, it's so crazy, like how like refined your craft is at the age you are right now. Like I could only begin, like I couldn't even imagine where you'll be when you're like 50. And then he's like, yeah, it depends on if I make it that long. Because he showed me his fingers and his hands. He has so many burns all over his hands. Because, like, the way that they do this is they, like, burn... I don't know how to... it was just really complicated the way he described it. But, like, he burns away at the marble. So everything that he doesn't want to keep, like, goes away. It's very bizarre. There's, like, a better example later on. But look at how crazy these are, dude. And they're so expensive. They're so expensive. They're hundreds of dollars, dude. Hundreds of dollars. And I get it. I really do. I love how I conveniently don't flip any of them all the way around to show you the price tag, because on the bottom of them it shows the price tag. But yeah, I have more, dude. They get even crazier. This one is sick. There's just like what? How? There's just so much inside this sphere. It's crazy. Imagine just having one of these when you're feeling blue or overwhelmed, and you're just sitting there, you're just like looking at it and just like vibing out and like centering yourself while staring inside of a galaxy the size of Orion's belt. You know? It's super cool. But wait, my favorite one hasn't shown up yet. Look at this! It's an orb within an orb. It's an orb within an orb. This one reminded me of Outer Wilds. Orbception! If this didn't cost like $300 legit, I would have gotten it. It reminds me of Outer Wilds. It's so beautiful, but so expensive. So expensive. But it's just like, it's so stunning. It's so stunning, isn't it? Absorption. So cool. So pretty. Let's see what else is there. Oh, and then there's this one. This guy. Did I not pick it up? Was I scared? Why did I pick it up? Did I not pick this one up? Oh, I did. Oh yeah, there's little like, see these little beads? There's like tiny little beads in there. I wish I was listening more to how he said he makes these. You got like little bubbles, dude. It's just crazy. Like, I was tripping out over this vendor for like a really long time, and we were talking to them for like ever. We're just yapping their ear off, dude. It's so pretty. It's crazy. This one, I mean, come on. Look, you see that? You see that little like triangle on the bottom right? Oh, what happened? Why did I put it down? No, Sabrina, come back. Sabrina, get your shit together. Look at that. It's so pretty. Oh my god. So pretty. So fascinating. I need to like look up a video. I have their business card. I'll need to like look up a video of how they do this, because it's just like insane. People are so talented. It's disgusting. People are so talented. It makes me sick. Look at this. Hello? Ma'am. So pretty. So trippy. So pretty. So trippy. So ooh-ah. So fancy. Such art. Oh my god. I just love it. It's so beautiful. Oh, look, there you go. $500. This one right here, $500. $500 for this bad boy. Isn't that crazy? $500? But it's so cool, dude. $500. I know, right? I'm like, that is way too rich for my blood. And this one is supposed to look like a skull. And it does look like a skull. See? It looks like a skull. Can't you tell? The eyes and the nose and like the chin. Very cool. Oh, so fancy. Some people, myself included. Oh, this one's 280. I flipped this one all the way over. And it's blacklight, or it's UV reactive. But some people, we can't even like draw a skull on a moment's notice. We need to like hyper fixate on how the skull looks. This person's out here crafting a skull with viscous material inside of an orb. One shot. It's crazy. It's crazy, dude. Do I have any more? I do. There's this one. Hang on, it's taking a moment. She's overwhelmed. She can't. Look. This one reminds me of milk. That boy needs some milk. Reminds me of milk. I like this. It looks like it's like bony. You know? It's like ribbed for her pleasure. And look at these balls. Balls and ribs. It's gorgeous. So pretty. But yeah, I was at this guy's booth for like a really long time. So pretty. So pretty. My god. And these, I love the Earth. I really do. I love our planet. So I love seeing such like artistic representations of the earth. It's very beautiful. I liked it a lot. I don't remember how much these were, but it was just a little too much. But they're so beautiful. And again, I do have, I keep telling myself I'm going to do this, but I haven't done it yet. I have like a collection of business cards, and maybe it could be like a collaborative effort. But I can make a channel in the Discord for people to share like places that art is, that they enjoy and they want people to be aware of in case anybody else is interested in that type of art. Especially if it's like, you know, an artist of this sort that kind of just travels around and like word of mouth is how they get their notoriety. So yeah, I'll have to put that together. Yeah, this one's really cute. It's kind of, oh, there it is. This one looks like a whale. It looks like a space whale. I thought this was cute. A little whale on the right. Just like, oh, hi, how you doing? Here I am. But this is just so trippy how this works. And how there's like something over there on the right now that I turned it around. It's just so cool. It's so pretty. I had so much fun here. Look, the whale's back. It's a space whale. Those are a thing. And something, I'm sure. Some sort of lore. Okay, what else do we have? Oh. So, we were standing at this person's booth for a really long time. They make glasses, as you can see. And I saw this "Ew, David" one, and I had to take a picture of it. I don't know how many of us are willing to hear somebody tell what sounds a lot like a tall tale and just absorb the storytelling and take it as truth. But not gonna lie, this person told me a story about the voice actor for Handsome Jack, and I was seated, I was sat, I was ready to believe everything they had to say. I haven't done research on it, which I easily could. But yeah, they just told me a story about the voice actor that voices Handsome Jack. Do we all know who Handsome Jack is? I think we do, right? From Borderlands. And they just told me a story about how one time, the night before a convention, he was supposed to speak during a panel. He ended up running into a wall. And one could look up images of him during the panel the day after, and you should be able to see those like band-aids that hold like gashes together. Because according to this person, the voice actor, whose name I don't know, I should have looked it up, apparently was like hanging out at a bar the night before, just like vibing with like the convention directors and stuff like that. And the internet be interneting, and somebody was like stalking him, which I believe that. I believe that for sure. I don't know, is it Damian Clark? Maybe, perhaps. I believe you. And they said they were hanging out, they were drinking, getting all rowdy, having a good time. And they were convinced that their stalker was at the bar. So as they were leaving the establishment the night before a convention, he thought it would be a good idea to just sprint off into the night because he felt that his stalker was stalking. And he ran into a wall. The day before, he was meant to be on stage talking to hundreds of people. And I believed this story because it's fun and it's silly and whimsical. But the day after, I was thinking about this story and I'm like, did that actually happen? Is this story real? Is this real? It could be. It could be. There are people out there who do be getting stalked by wild and wacky fans. But I do believe if I just simply did a little bit of research, I could possibly find a picture of him with those like butterfly bandages on. I don't know, I haven't done it yet. Because in my mind, I would like to believe this random exhibitor at Phoenix Fan Fusion and take their story as fact. I don't know. But here's Peach and Daisy. You're welcome. Here they are. I found them. I found them. They found me. We found each other. It's very cute. And I was like, okay, take a picture of you two. And they're like, yeah. I'm like, do you want a picture with us? And I'm like, sure. And then they turned to like some guy that was behind them. They're like, boyfriend. He's like, oh, of course. And he comes around. She took a picture of us. Ooh, I was really nervous. I don't know what to do. I was really nervous. I didn't know what to do, so I just did the thing where I put my hands together, and I didn't know what to do with my body, so I just like, just like stood there and took the picture, and I thought it was cute. So I got to take a picture with Daisy and Peach. Baddies. A couple of baddies, but there's that. We're moving on. Okay. We had a little bit of Hobbit representation, and I know a lot of us in the community are a fan of the Hobbits and Lord of the Rings, so here you go. Here it is. I thought this was super cute. The lighting, the shading, the vibrance, the detail. You got the mountains in the background. So much depth. So much depth. I'm just forever fascinated by artists and how they do what they do. It's very, very cool. It's very, 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 very cool. I love the flowers. It's just also beautiful. And I will say, metal prints are a vibe, but they stress me out. It's really hard to hang them up. And if we're being honest, somebody needs to make some sort of proprietary something or another that they could sell alongside their metal prints at these conventions. That way they can just make double the money when they sell you something that allows you to seamlessly hang these things up on your wall. You know? I would try to bobble it for the noise and bend it. Oh, it would be rather difficult for you to bend these. They're very thick. I have some. I have one hanging up. I have one hanging up. Oh, I have two hanging up. This guy back here is also a metal print. They're really thick. It'll be okay. No, they don't. That would be a good idea. Wow, Chie. That's a very... Do they not have a wire on the back? They don't. But you just alerted me to a very simple way of hanging these up. It's very, very smart. I didn't think about that. The ones that I have hung up are being propped up, like seated on nails. Which, you know, it's not really the best way to hang things up on your walls, but there's that. Speaking of hanging things up on your walls, the redecorating stream was unlocked during the Just the Tip event, and it is going to happen. It's going to happen for sure, but let's just come over here real quick. For being so honest, it's going to be really difficult for me to say goodbye to everything as it is that's behind me, because I put in a lot of time and effort into hanging all this stuff up and making it look like it makes sense. Oh, that's part of the... Yes, it's part of the Just the Tip event. It was unlocked. Although I will say I've been wanting to redecorate anyway, but I'm going to be doing it on stream, which is going to be interesting. I'm pretty sure I'm just, like, not really going to... It's going to be like a co-working stream. AKA I'm not really going to be talking very much. No, it's going to be very different because I have the amount of art that I have on the wall right now. I have this much in my closet that needs to be seen. So we need to rotate. Things need to be rotated out. So things that have been living in my closet can be rotated in. Because what's the point in buying art if it's in my closet? You know what I mean? So yeah, it's going to be quite the doozy. And I also have things I want to put on here. Rotate out this stuff. Yeah, Rotato chip. Exactly. So, it's going to be a real good time. Speaking of which, I did buy more art, obviously, with some of the Just the Tip funding. And maybe I'll just show it right now, because we're here. Are we doing it? Fred, are you here? Fred. There's a specific piece of art that, out of all the people in the community, Fred will absolutely kidnap me. Everybody's trying to get in my head. I wanna listen to my own heart talking. Oh shit! Did you ever lose yourself to get what you want? Did you ever get on a ride and wanna get off? Did you ever? Oh shit! Ooh. Did you ever not know? I'm not gonna stop, that's who I am. I'll give it all I got, that is my plan. Oh, shit. Bet on it, bet on it, bet on it, bet on it. right. That is the way to turn my life around. Today is that day. Am I the type of guy who means what I say? Bet on it, bet on it, bet on it, bet on it. Jay, hello, hi. All right, so I told Jay yesterday, and Chie, yes, it's a pain in the ass to dust all this stuff. You're true. You're right. Yes. I told Jay yesterday. They warned me they would not be able to join at the beginning of stream and they didn't want to miss anything. And I was like, it's okay. I'm going to be chit-chatting about the weekend the whole time. But I did promise Jay that I was going to give a catch-up. A catch-me-up. What did I miss up until this point in time? So I'm going to give you the highlights. Alright? Good times, great oldies. So many Cult of the Lamb cosplayers were to be witnessed over the weekend. It was a bit overwhelming in the best way possible. I probably saw at least 10 Cult of the Lammers on every single day. So 30 at least. I had a lot of coffee over the weekend. I bought dice. You're driving, so I'm not going to show you the video right now. But when you're done driving, feel free to let me know. And I will pull the video up again so you can see the dice. Our dice. Surprisingly enough, the stench meter of the weekend, as I was surrounded by a bunch of people at once, not that bad. I'm very impressed. I feel that that is an important thing to note. I saw a lot of art. We're still looking at it. And I think that basically catches you up on the specific bullet points. We have been looking at quite a few pictures up to this point. So if you'd like, you could always go back in the VOD. And if you're interested, a little word to the wise, I just switched over to my full screen scene. So if you want to recap, see all the pictures before this moment, you would like start from beginning of stream up to the point where I come back over here. And you showed up. Whoa! Imagine that. So you're caught up. You're caught up. Drive safe. Drive safe indeed. So I don't think Fred's here, which is fine. So I'm going to start off with this picture. Ooh! Look! Look! It's the Belchers! Or is it the Addams family? Look! I love it so much. I got one for me and for my sister. I got one for the both of us because we both love Bob's Burgers. And we used to watch the Addams Family movies all the time. Look at them! Here, let's come over here. You got Bobby, Linda, Tina, Louise, holding... Oh, I thought she was holding a knife. Louise, Jean, and it. The hamburger. But yeah, it's so cute. I love it. It's so cute. It's a beautiful mashup of things that I love so much. Because if we're being so honest, the Belcher family, they're fictional. I know. I'm aware they're not real. But so much of the Belcher's family values, Addams family values, I'm cooking, are just so admirable. And they're such an inspiration for having a strong family that is built on a mom and a dad, parental figures that are so loving and so well thought out and know who they are and have nothing but respect for each other, but are still willing to hold down the household, tell their kids what they believe is right from wrong so they can go out into the world on their own and have a good head on their shoulders, but they still love having fun. And then you have the 3 children, very, very independent, very outgoing, very hee hee ha ha. And then you mash it up with one of the pivotal all-star families of pop culture history, the Addams family. Bitch. But yeah, I just love it so much. It's very cool, and I got one for my sister, and I gave it to her. It was funny because, like, I had 2 of them in my bag, and I was like, this one's for you. And they're like, oh, cool. And, like, we were talking because we, like, met up for a moment. It was really difficult to find each other. I had to call her, like, 4 times to, like, figure out where she was because she kept moving, which was fine. But I'm like, what aisle are you in? What's the number? What's this? What's that? And then as we were going to, like, go our separate ways again, I was like, oh, well, here, let me put yours in a different bag. And then her fiance is like, wait, one of those is for us? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh. And then his face lit up. It was so silly. I'm like, yes, no, they're not both for me. He's like, oh, I thought, and I'm like, no, it's for you guys. And he's like, oh, thank you. I'm like, yeah, no, this is for you guys. I get one, you get one. But it was so silly because like he was having a good time, as one does at Phoenix Fan Fusion. But the way his demeanor it just adjusted when he found out one of them was for them. It was so cool. It was sweet. But yeah. Ooh, fancy. Okay. So I'm gonna hold off on the last one because I really want Fred to see this, and I can show it to Fred afterwards, I know, but there's just Fred and I have definitely connected over the film that one of the pieces of art I got is from. But I think it's safe to say that we all fuck with Avatar. I love these so much. Yes, Eddie is there. I love these so much. So you have Uncle Iroh. You have Uncle Iroh looking, as he does. Looking as beautiful as can be. Uncle Iroh. I'm very, very pleased with this because, as you all know, I do have Avatar The Last Airbender art. I have Momo, and then I have the Aang lenticular print where it goes from Aang, regular Aang, to Aang in the Avatar state. But I just felt like I just felt like I was lacking in the way of Avatar art. Not to mention, I have Momo and Aang. They're basically one and the same. So I was really hoping that I would find art of other characters that I fell in love with, and I absolutely love this. And then you have Zuko, and it's just so cool because the artist said that she intentionally made these so they would be put on display together. And tell me why my instinct was to place them like this, looking away from each other. My instinct was to pose them looking away from each other. And then John's like, wait, no, what if this? And I'm like, oh my god, that's so much better. Them looking at each other? Please. And I was like, what does it say about me to be like, this is how they're meant to be displayed, looking away from each other, going through it. But no, I'm gonna display them like this. They're gonna be together. So I'm gonna get a frame, or I'm gonna figure something out to where they're displayed looking at each other. Oh, Iroh is a very good character. Wrapping all the way back around to beautiful elder figures in our lives. Jix, hello, welcome on in. What do? I'm recapping my weekend at Phoenix Fan Fusion. Hello, hi. How are ya? How the hell are ya?
Hello there.
Looking away is early seasons and looking towards is late seasons. That is so true. That is very true. But just the fact that I was like, ooh, we could put them like this, looking away from each other. And John's like, oh, that's sad. I'm like, what? And the artist, I'm pretty sure I grabbed her business card. Oh, the artist that made these, I just hope she takes this weekend that she experienced and runs with the notion that she is a highly, highly talented person. It's a very good question. I'll have to look. I have a pile of business cards. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the pictures together and upload them, and then I'll link their page, their website. You know what I mean? Because I really want people to know who this is. It was bumming me out though, because we were yapping with her, and two other people in the group, they're like, oh, do you have Demon Slayer? Oh, do you have this? And the artist, she was like, no, sorry, I don't have any of that. But if you go down over there, so-and-so, and I'm like, ugh, it just bothered me. It bummed me out that she was so quick to tell us to go spend our money somewhere else. You know what I mean? And just the way that she was saying it, I was like, no, don't do that. Like, obviously, it's way different on Twitch. It's way different when it comes to, like, promoting each other. It's so different. Especially when you're at a convention where you only have 3 days. You have a limited amount of time to, like, get people to appreciate what you have to offer. You know what I mean? She was very, very nice. You're relaxing, you were playing some Fortnite with your kiddo? How fun, Jakes. I hope you guys get dubs. But it just bummed me out, because I'm like, no, like, it's like commission something. Like, don't let us leave. Like, say, what would you be interested in? I can make it for you. You know what I mean? But it just bummed me out. I was like, no, don't do that. No. Like, I didn't say anything at the time. But in my mind, I'm like, oh, that's such a bummer, because her art was beautiful. I took pictures of it. It's down the line. It's down the line. I took pictures of more of her art. But it just, like, bothered me. I'm like, no, like, come on. Like, you're here. You're making sales. You have stuff to bring to the table. You know what I mean? But it's okay. It's fine. And yes, I do have Eddie art. Are you ready? I was literally talking the other day about how whenever you think about Eddie from Stranger Things, in my mind, this is the image that comes to mind. And it's on glossy. Oh, so beautiful. Look at him. My god, the detail on this is insane. It's crazy. It's just so much. It's so well done. This artist's work was just so, oh my god. All of their artwork was just, the hair is insane. No, I agree. The hair is so good. It's so well done. I spent so much time looking at this person's art. And again, I have the t-shirt, the folds, the shading, the fine lines all over, the crisp lines on hell, the hell, what? Oh my god, what's it called? The Hell Club? Not the Hell Club. Why can't Hellfire Club? The jacket, the shading, the depth. Oh my god, dude. Just so good. So good. Look at him! That boy! Oh my god, I love it. I love it so much. Woo! I love it so much! Yes, the phrase on the denim, that is true. That is true. It's very, very nice. I love it. I love it. I love it a lot. Okay. She had her original prints. She had her original prints that you could buy if you wanted to. What is that? What is this? There's something on it. Should I just leave it? There's something on this. I don't know what it is. I just noticed. Oh well. It's whatever, I guess. I don't know. There's something on it. Whatever. I just noticed. Fun! It's okay. But, yeah. Like, she had original prints, and they were very, very cool to look at. I talked with her for such a long time. And then the last one that I have is the one that I really wanted Fred to see. But I'm pretty sure there are a few of us in here that also do be appreciating. Tommy boy! Ah! Look at him! Look! Oh my god! Please! Tommy want wingy! Oh my god. I was so just...
Tommy likey.
Tommy want wingy! I was so hyped to see this. Because I've been to like 7 fan fusions, 7 Comic Cons. I was going when it was still called Comic Con, and it's still Comic Con to me. And you like my shirt? I got it a few years ago. Never have I ever seen somebody show up with Tommy Boy art, and that drives me crazy. And I said that to the artist. I was like, I've never seen somebody have Tommy Boy art, and I find that crazy. She's like, no, I agree. I was like, Tommy Boy is such a good movie. And the thing that's so sweet about this is this picture is so fun, it's so silly, it's so cute, but it's very well done. The hair, the jacket, it just looks, the eyes, yes, the expression, the movement in the still image, the button up, the tie, it's so beautiful. The way his face, he got, he's a big boy, comes over. And the thing is that this moment in the movie is so special. I don't want to spoil Tommy Boy, as silly as it sounds. It's a comedy, I know, but there's so much that could be spoiled about this movie. This part in the movie is so special. This is a turning point in the film, in their journey, in the hero's journey. That is Tommy Boy, and he's talking with his best friend, Richard, played by David Spade. And this point of the movie is so silly, so unhinged, so over the top, but it's so real and vulnerable. And it's just a tipping point, and the fact that this artist chose to draw this, I love it. It's so pretty. I love it. I love it. Oh my god. Let's see. Oh, that's the movie, not the character. It's both. So the movie's called Tommy Boy, and his dad would call him Tommy Boy, but his name in the movie is Tommy. So yeah, it feels so alive. I know, it really does. It's just such a beautiful picture. It makes me so happy. I was so, like, after I got this, I think I got this on Saturday. Yeah. We would be walking around, and I would just, like, get excited again. It's like, oh my god, I just remembered I have Tommy Boy art. Like, I just remembered I have a picture of Tommy Boy that I'm taking home with me. Like, this is just so special, and I love it. It's beautiful. It's great. It's gonna go, this is gonna be one of the pictures where I'm in my game screen. You're gonna be able to see it. Like, he's gonna be behind me. Like, he's gonna be there. Like, you're gonna see him. Oh, it's just so special. Exactly, Emmy. Dude, oh, GA. Tommy Boy is a very special movie. It's one of my most favorite movies of all time. It's like one of those movies that I go, like, I'm gonna watch Tommy Boy, and I'm watching it, and I'm like, oh my god, how is it that, and obviously everybody's humor is different. I'm like, how is that this movie is making me laugh this hard still? Like, every time I watch it, it's just like, the actors in that movie know exactly what they're doing, and I'm just gonna be so honest.
If you want me to take a dump in a box and market guaranteed, I will. I got spare time.
Oh my god. Just the fact that Tommy Boy is so funny, and yet it's very sad. Like, there's a part in the movie where you're like, excuse me, why is this something that I'm grappling with right now? And it's something that happens to everybody. It's the natural course of life. No, Fred, stop! But yeah, it's just like, it's just beautiful. And you can tell that the people that were a part of creating the film had a lot of fun, and they wanted to be there, and they wanted to do their best, and it's just a really good movie. 90s movies were made different. Honestly, though, I can see where you're coming from with that. Okay, I'm gonna delicately. I don't know if I have the ones that I got from my mom, but I'll have to see. I don't remember if they're in her possession or not. I don't think they are. So someone dies in the movie. Yes, somebody dies. Yes, it's very sad. It's very, very sad. But yeah, it's a great movie. Great movie. All right, come back over here. We have more pictures. More pictures. 723. Cool, I'm chilling. But yeah, I just love that so much. Also, see, this drives me crazy. This is the only picture I have of this, and it's so dusty. But it's cool, I like it. I like it a lot. I do love me a collaborative effort when it comes to the subjects in a drawing. Oh, you meant Ripperoni to Chris Farley? Yeah, exactly. Yes, and I didn't mean to agree with what Chie said, because I don't know what Chie is talking about. That's crazy. It's weird. I don't know where you would get that notion from. Wild, wacky. But yeah, I thought this was really cool. I liked it a lot. I'm always so fascinated by layered art with layers. It's got layers. Got Chuckaroo down here. Little Chuckmeister. Chucky. Okay, moving on. Move along. Oh, Darth Maul. I need to watch the Clone Wars. I really do. I have pictures later on of some of the attendants. Well, actually, 2 of the attendants at the Clone Wars trivia that my friend put on. Very cute. You're home? Please show dice? Yeah, of course. 100%. I will. Oh, I will. Right now. Dude, I'm so mad at myself. I took multiple videos, and one of the videos that I took, the last video that I took was one that like I really wanted to like use to show off, and I don't know what happened to the video. Like I can't find it anywhere. But I'll show you the one that I showed everybody. Is it down here? Let me see. What's the difference between this and this? A minute 14. I think this is the one I'm looking for actually. Okay, let's see. Pause. Okay, cool. Cool. All right. Jay, here's the dice. Go like this. Go like this. Go like this. Are you ready? I literally just pulled into the driveway. I'm still sitting in my car. Well, here you go. It's the dice. Hold, please. Oh, wait. Sabrina? Hang on. It's going to fix itself. I think. Sabrina? Oh, I'm focusing in on it. Oh my god, Jay, you're getting the behind the scenes. Oh, this is the one I actually wanted to show. Okay, here it is. I found it. No wonder I didn't think it was the right one. I didn't trim the beginning. Sabrina, where are you going? Sabrina, come back, Jay. I'm so sorry. No, Jay. Hang on, Jay, don't leave. Okay. Oh my god, I'm a weenie. Okay, that was behind the scenes. That was extended cut. That was a director's cut. Are you ready? Hang on, I'm gonna bring them back. Ready? There they are! The director's cut. The Schneider cut.
Kids, gather around. Who wants to play dice?
Look at them! Thank you, Fred. This is the one I was looking for earlier. So pretty! This is the second time I've heard the word weenie today. It sounds like you're having a really good day. But yeah, they're blue sandstone. Blue sandstone indeed. And if it weren't for just the tip of it all, this would not have been made possible. Here, I'm gonna show you one more because you deserve it. I'm gonna show you this guy because this is where. Oh yeah, bud, here they are. Here you are. I'm gonna show you this one. Look. Ah. Ooh. Ooh. Look at her. Beauty queen. I love them so much. It's just so, they're just so beautiful. They were just so perfect for me. IMO TBH for real. But yeah. So yeah, I got dice. What about it? You know? You know? They're like drops of the night sky. Ooh. Oh, I'm glad you like them. I'm glad you love them, Jay. Hexy, I'm glad you approve. I really, really do. I do. I appreciate your opinion. I do. But yeah, they're beautiful. They're fancy. I love them. I love them. And they wouldn't have been made possible if it weren't for everybody that participated in. Just a tip. So yeah. So yeah. So yeah. Alright. Alright, let's go back to the slideshow. The slide. The slideshow. The slideshow, innit? Innit? Also, does anybody want to do a drop? I know you do. I know you do. We've been here for a minute. I've been yapping. Feel free to do the drop. Do it. Yeah, here's Darth Maul. Hexy, you good, bro? I need to watch Clone Wars. I really do. There's a lot that happens in the Clone Wars that I'm not privy to because I've only watched the movies. One of these days I will. One of these days. Don't know when, but I will. And we have arrived. Me, 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 me. Why? Why you do this? Meep, hello, hi. You showed up just in time to look at a picture of donuts. Whoa, goated. Goated.
Yummy.
What's up? I'm coming at you live from Nashville. How is everyone? Doing well. Very, very cool that you stopped by. Meep is traveling. Meep is Mr. Worldwide. Yes, indeed. How are the travels? How are the travels? You don't have to pay for the damages. Just somehow, some way, it fixes itself. It fixes itself overnight. You're eating so much food. Nice. Where you don't have to. You're busy. You're living your life. You know. But if you wanted to take a picture of what you're eating, that'd be cool. Meep, OMG, are you hanging with my parents? Because I just got to Nashville. Meep, CBD dad, or CBD mom and corn dad, friendship confirmed? The Fearsome 3? What's going on there? What's going on? Oh, you're there for a conference. It's busy, but fun. Oh, good, I'm glad. Oh, good, I'm glad. Emmy, this left one right here, I don't know what this is. I don't know what this one is, but I will say we did visit this kind man twice over the weekend. So I indulged in this guy, this one that looks like a cosmic brownie, because guess what? It's a brownie donut. Whoa, wild. I know. We also indulged in this red velvet number right here. Very good. We also tried the Oreo baddie, and we also tried this guy down here. It's giving Cocoa Pebbles, chocolate donut, chocolate frosting, Cocoa Pebbles. And then, much to our surprise, a third donut spawned in the bag that was only supposed to have two. So we tried this guy down here. It's just like plain vanilla whatever donut, I guess, with white frosting and green and white sprinkles. And on the note of surprise donuts, Saturday night, it spawned in, dude. Saturday night, we were vibing. It was a small group that remained. Some people wanted to leave and go hang out and game at somebody's place. I was like, don't you dare make me leave Phoenix Fan Fusion to go do something that, thankfully, #blessed, I am willing to admit, Nick is here.
Oh, hell yeah.
Where the hell have you been, Loca? Welcome on in, Nick. Hello. I'm like, why would I leave Phoenix Fan Fusion to go do something that I can do basically whenever I want? You know, allow me to say, one of our friends that was there was in from out of town. It's not my fault he moved. Not my fault he moved. He's the one that decided to move. Not my fault. So I could see the point of maybe going and hanging out wherever he is. But I'm like, bitch, don't you dare take this from me. Phoenix Fan Fusion is my Disneyland, and I'm going to eat up every single moment that I can. So we are staying where we are. We're not leaving. This place doesn't close till late. They let you hang out at the convention center pretty fucking late, dude. It's very cool. And yeah, so it was late on Saturday. Godsend. You could get coffee late at night, bitch. So late, bestie. So we got coffee. I got myself a little iced coffee. Ooh. And then we were like, I wonder if there's still donuts. This is a donut. I have donuts still. For some reason, we as a group sent Armando to go check. And he's like, nope, they're all out. And I'm like, what? Oh no. Because I was like, oh, we're going to have donuts. And we're like, oh no. And then we kept walking, and I proofread his work, and I found that there was literally an entire cart stack of donuts left. And I was like, wait, no, he was wrong. There are donuts. So the three of us go to get in line, and I was like, I can't believe you would lie to me like that. I can't believe you would lie. I can't believe you would say there's no donuts. And then late at night, it's been a really long day. Armando just starts making noises at me of just like, how dare you, just making noises. And I'm like, no, we're not doing this again. Here you go again, making your noises. And I was like, oh my god, imagine us just fighting in the donut line at Fan Fusion, just causing a scene. And John's like, what's happening? I was like, don't worry, we're just pretending to fight. It's okay, we're having a moment. But I was like, how dare you? I should have never trusted you. But I was so worried because like I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, we're going to get donuts like late at night. How fun. And he's like, there's no donuts. I'm like, what do you mean there's no donuts? A whole entire situation. Several trays of donuts were still left. Oh my God. Whiplash. But I was like, you always do this. This is what I said. You always do this. We just had like our little moment. I was like, yeah, we'll just like break out in a fight in front of the donut guy. My God. But that being said, late night, Saturday, probably one of the last few patrons. You don't lie about donut availability. Exactly, Chie. Chie gets it. Thank you. So, I got my donuts. All right. I got my donuts. I walked over to the side. Just hanging out, chilling. And then John's like, oh my God. He's getting 6 donuts. I'm like, he's getting 6 donuts? He's like, yeah. I'm like, why is he getting 6 donuts? He's like, I don't know. And I'm like, oh my God, what the heck? What? I guess. Pop off. And then like moments later, John just like cry laughing, hands on his knees. Oh my God, wait, he's actually getting 6 donuts. I'm like, I thought you already said that. He's like, no, I was kidding, but look. I don't know what happened. Armando doesn't know what happened either. But somehow, some way, he was served 6 donuts. 6 donuts! That was not intended. I'm like, well, we're like, what happened? He's like, I don't know. He's like, I don't know what happened. I just told him I wanted 3. And the next thing I know, he's giving me 6. And then for the rest of the night, Armando was walking around the convention center with 3 bags of donuts. And the grease was just like coming through the brown paper bags. And he just hauling 3 bags of donuts, dude. It was so silly. It was so silly. Oh my God. We're like, I can't believe you got 6 donuts. He's like, I didn't mean to. I was like, yeah, but you did. Like, you have 6 donuts on your person right now. We're like, what are you going to do with them? Are you going to eat them? He's like, yeah, I'm going to eat them. I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, be careful. He's like, I'm not going to eat them in one sitting. I'm like, okay, good. But like, it was just a fun little moment because it just became a thing of like, dude, I can't believe you got 6 donuts. And it was funny because we were like giving him shit for it, blah, blah, blah. And it was just so silly because, and I want to talk about this panel when we get there, but, you know, we're there now. We're going to talk about it. Okay. So Saturday night after we got the bagels and the coffee, I was like, what are we going to do? We have to do something. So we decided to, because I wanted to, go check out a Ghostbusters, what do you want? Panel. That's what it was called. 6 donuts? I know, right? Excuse me. We're at this panel. And, I already had a sour taste in my mouth because somebody sitting behind us, who was with their group of friends, decided to be that guy after one of the presenters was like, Ghostbusters, everybody loves it, blah blah blah, this and that, and they had like a very interesting tone, and I was like, this panel doesn't really seem to be what I thought it was going to be, because in my opinion, and the best way that I've heard this put is, why go to a panel that could have easily have been a YouTube video that I could watch at home? And while surface level, that's a bit harsh. Realistically though, it's true. The whole point, in my opinion, of going to a panel in person, live audience, is to have, at a convention, of all things, is to have audience interaction. You know? Like feedback. We're not lecturing people. That doesn't sound fun. Right? Like, I don't want to be lectured at. I don't want to be talked at. I don't want to deliberately be told that we can't chime in. That kind of drove me crazy. The moment that this person said, like, and I would just like to say, I would like to set a boundary, and this was cool. Setting boundaries is cool. But we're at a Ghostbusters fandom panel where the whole point of being here is we all love Ghostbusters. Clearly, you love the Ghostbusters too. That's why you're putting on a slideshow. But the way that they just straight up said, like, it would basically be like me streaming and turning off chat. And you're not, or like streaming and then like somebody says something and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, no, I'm not taking questions, or I'm not taking, you know what I mean? It's like, what's the point of like doing this in front of a live audience out of Fan Fusion, a Comic Con full of a bunch of nerds and geeks that are like really passionate about things, so much that we're taking time out of our limited time to sit here and like hear what you have to say, but assuming we're gonna have some sort of like interaction. It's gonna be fun for everybody. So that was kind of weird for her to be like, no, like no interruptions, no this, no that. And I'm like, I just want to eat my donuts. I was like, at the least we're gonna sit here and I'm gonna eat one of my donuts. We're all gonna have our donuts. That's what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna get up yet. And then somebody behind me was like, I would just like to say that I've never seen any of the Ghostbusters movies. And I'm like, in my head I'm like, okay. And then the presenter handled it. But the presenter handled it really well. They're like, okay, that's fine. And the way I see it, it is what it is. They were definitely fishing for a, oh my god, how could you? Blah, blah, blah. Like, that's crazy. Nobody cares if people, and nobody should care if somebody hasn't seen your favorite TV show, if somebody hasn't seen your favorite movie, if somebody hasn't played your favorite video game. You don't get mad at them, because that's not going to make them any more interested than they were before, and they probably weren't interested to begin with. So just the way that that guy was like, well, I just want to say that I haven't seen any of the Ghostbusters movies, and it's like, and that was like, it just made it even more like points, and it's not the panelist's fault that this random con goer decided to be that guy and try and fish for like a petty little whatever. But that didn't really help. And then the panel started and it was trivia was being shared. Did you know that when they were making this movie, and I'm like, I made a mistake. I made a mistake. I should not have brought us here. I didn't say anything though, because at the time it was just the three of us. We were just chilling, and I was in the middle, and I just like pull out my phone and I'm just like scrolling to see like where can we go, because we're not gonna stay here. Like, we're not gonna stay in this panel, and that's something that I have like tried to practice more than ever, which is like standing up for your interests and not trapping myself in a place that I don't find interesting and no longer want to be a part of. You know what I mean? Especially when it's just a silly little not to be that person, because my friend runs panels and they're great. But at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world if somebody isn't interested in your panel. Like, they should be allowed to get up and go. Good night, Meep. Hope good sleeps. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for saying hi. So I was like, I'm gonna find us somewhere else to go, because we're not gonna stay here. So I was looking, and then I was like, we're leaving. They're like, okay. So we get up. And I'm like, yeah, that wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. That was kind of just a lecture of them just teaching us about the Ghostbusters and saying surface level facts that if you're a Ghostbusters mega fan, you already know about everything that this person was saying. So that was a bummer, because I thought it was gonna be different. So then we keep walking, and I'm like, ooh, there's this panel called Hot Garbage. Meep, we love you too. Have good sleeps. I hope you have the rest of your trip is wonderful and a good time, and you have the best foods. We keep walking, and I'm like, there's a panel called Hot Garbage, and on the description it's like, movies that didn't rate well, movies that production was a mess, you know what I mean? Just like, it's hot garbage. So it's like B movies that people love. Like, let's discuss this. You know what I mean? Oh my god. For those who remember, last year, I took us, and I'm basically the ringleader when it comes to like the people that I'm around the most during Fan Fusion, as far as let's go here, let's go here, let's go here. Like, we have a big group, but we kind of like break off into smaller groups. You know what I mean? We come back together to eat lunch and we break up again. So as far as the small group that I'm, leading, I'm the one saying, let's go here, let's watch this panel, let's watch this. Last year, I mentioned this, we went to a panel where they were talking about horror games, their favorite horror games. And again, it ended up, and this was before I allowed myself to get up and leave because I'm not vibing with whatever's happening because we're only here for 3 days, which is a long time. But panel availability, you know, only so much time in the day. But last year I sat through this group's horror game panel, and it was not a good panel at all. It was just these people telling us what their favorite horror games were, and they weren't taking any audience input whatsoever. There wasn't any collaborative ideas being shared. It was just listen to us and let us tell you why we believe we know what the best horror games are. The end. Goodbye. I hope you had fun. So we sat through that panel, the 3 of us, last year, and we all felt the same way. And I felt bad because I'm like, it's not my fault realistically, but I'm the one that said we should sit through that. And we were all feeling like it's time to get up and go. But because me, the person that brought us here, didn't say anything about wanting to leave, we sat through the whole thing and it was not a good time. So, after this year, we're at the Ghostbusters panel, and I'm like, this ain't it. Let's get up. Come on. Let's find somewhere else to go, somewhere else to hang out. Hot mess panel. Interesting, right? Oh my god. Ah! We're walking. We're in a row, like little ducks. John's the scout. He walks in. All he's looking for is somewhere to sit. Armando's behind me. Holland's 3 bags of donuts. Extra carry weight. He's behind me. John walks in. And I'm like, and I just look into the room. I lock eyes with the panelists, and I recognize that they are the same people who put on the horror game panel last year. And I'm like, no, like literally, like, like I didn't want to be like, turn around. I was like, and John's like, what's happening? And I told him, I'm like, Armando, no, as quiet as I can. But making it so obvious. Stop what you're doing. Turn around. We're not doing this. Because I recognize them. They're unforgettable. In a good way. But very recognizable. And I'm like, no. And then John's like, what? And Armando's like, what? I was like, and I'm like trying not to laugh. Because they can see us. The door's open. Empty hallway. Late at night. Not a lot of foot traffic at all. They could see us. The 3 people who were just about to enter their panel. No longer entering for whatever reason. And if they took it personally, I guess you should have. But I was like, the people that were running the panel are the same people that did the horror panel, the video game panel last year. I take a sip of my coffee. Armando's reaction was so validating, but not what I was expecting. He's like, oof, oh no. I legit almost spat out my mouthful of coffee all over the place because his reaction was both, again, I was like, oh, yes, I'm glad I'm not the only one, but also I'm like, oh my god. Like, damn, dude. And I just like, it was so bad. I like started coughing so fucking loud, and I'm like, oh no. Like, there's no way those people that were running their panel looking like down the line right at us did not see what just happened. I was like, oh my god. I was like, dude. And I was coughing for like a minute straight. I was like, holy shit, that got me so good. But I was like, yeah, like, I was like, no, we can't. And they're like, oh, they're both like, oh, I'm glad you said something. I was like, yeah, I know, right? That would have been horrible. My god. But I was like, no, just turn around. No, we're not going to get there. Stop. But yeah, it's just a shame. It's a shame because our first impression of these panelists was so bad that now whatever they want to talk about, we're just assuming it's going to be a bad time. It is what it is. It is what it is. It was earth-shattering when I let myself leave a bad presentation at a pagan convention a couple of years ago. Such a good life choice. Yeah, and that's like, and I feel like it's fair, not only to yourself but to the panelists, because I would hope that they would take note of people getting up and leaving, like the Ghostbusters one, and this was very odd in my opinion. But the Ghostbusters panel, before it even started, she prefaced it with saying, yeah, and if you're not interested, feel free to leave. I'm not gonna mind. And I'm like, why are we entertaining? Why you're doing such a negative job at captivating your audience that you're starting off hot by saying, you can leave if you want. It's like, I know I can leave if I want. You don't need to tell me that. But now it sounds like I'm gonna want to leave because you don't believe in what you're about to serve up. You know what I mean? So yeah, we left the Ghostbusters panel. We hard stopped on the hot mess panel. And I'm gonna wrap all the way around though and share. Let's come over here real quick. I'm gonna come over here. I don't have any pictures of this next moment. Also, Emmy was stuck staring at the red M&M on the donut board on the left, and it looks like a ladybug surrounded by sprinkled cheese. I think Emmy might have been just cascading, tumbling down a dark rabbit hole, and I wanted to save Emmy from the M&M on the board. And I see where you're coming from, though. I see where you're coming from. The panel that we went to before, and I'm so good at storytelling, right? On Saturday, the panel that we went to before the Ghostbusters one was called Hear Me Out. Oh my god. This Hear Me Out panel did so much for me. I was not ready. So apparently, I don't know how widespread this is, but there's a monster fucker sect of people who, as the name goes, are interested in fucking monsters. Verb, not adjective. And we got there, let me see. We got there just in time. The room was packed. The room was packed. It became standing room. And it's like, technically this isn't allowed, and I think you already know this, but they said, if you can't find a place to sit, feel free to stand. And in my head, I'm like, somebody's gonna enter this room soon and tell people that are standing they have to leave, which is what happened. But it was a full house. So many people were in there. Again, this was like later on Saturday, just after the exhibitor hall closed. So anybody that was still hanging out at FanFusion wanted to be at FanFusion for the panels, and that's like a different type of person than the people that are there just to buy things. You can be both. Porque no los dos, because that was me, and that's like a lot of people. But there's just something like special, like magical, about after vendor hall hours at FanFusion, especially on Saturday, the second day. So the vibes were just so nice. The people that were in there, very cool. And yeah, it was, I'm about to talk about it, actually, Chie. So, the people that were running the panel, as it was a Hear Me Out panel, they had their own set of Hear Me Outs. But before they started, they gave a little bit of a, I don't know, like a disclaimer, I guess. And I was not prepared for this, and I started crying. They started talking about the concept of having fantasies that are taboo. Just going to be so plain and simple with it. And where that comes from. It doesn't apply to everybody, but as a grand idea, concept of having a fantasy that is unheard of and bizarre and, you know, twisted and dark, violent sometimes, that tends to stem from a place in which you as a person have unfortunately encountered situations that are reminiscent of being with a monster. And the way that this person was sharing this information, I feel like they went to school. They went to college. They're a knower who knows. They're very well spoken, and it was just I was not ready. I was not prepared to be like seen in that way, in a sense. I started crying and I'm like, what's happening? I thought this was just gonna be fun, but I was like so glad that they decided to talk about that, because it was like it was really good. It was really, really good. It was like a breath of fresh air in a sense. But yeah, it was just a really special moment, and I feel like it really allowed people to relax type thing. And it was really nice. And they set rules because they were taking audience input. on Hear Me Outs, and they were like, you know, things that everybody should understand as far as like regardless of it being a Hear Me Out of a fictional character, it has to follow certain rules that I think we all understand, and I don't really need to get into because it can be like uncomfortable to put these ideas out loud, but you get it. So that happened, and it was cool, and I liked it a lot. It was very, very unifying. And then it just got silly after that point. It got really silly. And some of my favorite Hear Me Outs, if you will. I'm not going to do the winner, because the way it happened was the audience, we all, like, whoever wanted to, they stood up, said their Hear Me Out, and then at the end, it was really cool, because the people that were doing the panel were, like, writing them down, and, like, picking the ones that they felt were, like, the best, or the ones that got the most reaction, because some of them are really niche, and not everybody has heard about this character from this show, or this book, or whatever. So they're writing ones down. Some of my favorite ones, obviously, a xenomorph. Duh. Hello, ma'am? And if we're being honest, I get it. The legs on those bad boys? Bitch. The nested mouth? Come on now. The head? Smooth. As can be. I've only wrote down a few of what I could remember. I think it's KSO. Is it KSO? Queso? Is it KSO? From Rogue One? You know what I'm talking about? The droid from Rogue One, voiced by Alan Tudyk. The tall, like carbon fiber droid, really lanky, the bright, like the yellow eyes. That was somebody's Hear Me Out, and I'm like, you know what? I get it. I do. He's very respectable. He's very kind. He's very well spoken. He cares about people very deeply, and he'll do whatever he needs to protect his friends. I understood that one. Wally was also mentioned, and not gonna lie, I understood. I was totally on board with Wally being somebody's Hear Me Out. He's incredibly protective, a sweetie pie, very motivated, stamina for centuries, cares about the earth, cares about the planet, loves plants, loves music, loves dancing, loves romance, you know? Great voice. Such a sweetie. Of course. Obviously. What else did I write down? I don't remember the name, but Portal? The person that's like in charge, that only shows up every once in a while, comes down from the ceiling, says what's going on, how you doing, hey, get your shit together. Like the bad guy, you know what I'm talking about in Portal? The one with the voice. That was also a Hear Me Out that was brought to the table. And I'm like, honestly, I get it. Commanding, strong. GLaDOS, is that how you pronounce it? A lot of suspension in the way that this creature, this entity is represented. Just hanging from the ceiling, being a vibe. Can go anywhere. Very versatile, you know? Excellent voice, very commanding. Gotta listen. You better listen, or else. Stephen Merchant from Part 2. That one was not mentioned, unfortunately. Was not, but what was mentioned, and what ended up being the winner of the entire Hear Me Out panel. And honestly, bitch, the winner was Monster House. The house from Monster House was the winner of the Hear Me Out panel. And I mean, come on. The house from Monster House. And what's so great about the fact that the house from Monster House was put up on the docket for the Hear Me Out panel, the person that was like, I'm gonna say it with my chest, the house from Monster House, she went to go accept her monster fucker pride flag. It was very cool. just like some sweet-faced individual with like brown curly hair, just like probably loves libraries, just a sweetie pie, but also would love to make sweet love to the house from Monster House, and is more than willing to share that with a room of 100 plus people. And I thought that was very cool. I'm like, oh shit, really? You? That's fun. My goodness. So it was a really fun panel. It was a lot of fun. That panel I felt could have gone like sideways, but the way that they opened up the panel with very serious topics, breaking down the psyche of people who find fantasizing relations with literal monsters, and setting rules, making sure everybody was on the same page, nobody was going to be a piece of shit troll and disturb what is meant to be a good time, a safe place for people. That made so much difference, and it was just a lot of fun, and I'm really glad we went and sat through the whole thing. It was very, very cool. Oh, it's a girl house. Oh my god. Honestly, a lot of people are down with Mothman, if we're being so... Oh, girl, so it's a house. It's a girl house. I thought you were saying, oh, girl, it's a house. Girl, it's a house. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. And then it was nice because we wrapped up Saturday in such a beautiful manner. And we actually ran into the Monster House girl. So it was after... Oh, we didn't settle on a panel after the Ghostbusters, no thank you, and the dumpster? Oh, I'm so sorry. I said dumpster because somebody shared a dumpster emo earlier when I was talking about hot garbage. Or hot trash. I don't know. It wasn't a dumpster panel, but the hot trash panel, we saw the people that were doing it, we're like, no, get me out of here. So we're just like walking around with with so many donuts. And I'm like, why isn't there a place for like adults to just hang out at night for free? And it'd be like chill and quiet and like vibey. So we just took a moment to like sit in the food court. And I'm like, oh, it's like we're hanging out at the mall. This is nice. We were just taking like a moment to relax. And I was looking through the guide or whatever to see what there was. And then I locked eyes with the Lo-Fi Lounge. Ma'am? I'm like, we gotta go to the Lo-Fi Lounge. That's where we belong. That's literally what we need to do. But as Goldilocks, this tale of Goldilocks, we did try out some other rooms before we found the right one. So we wandered into a room, big ass room, with a wrestling ring inside of it, and I do have a video of that, where there was nerdy fandom wrestlers wrestling, and I don't know what I was expecting, but I was not prepared for very real, very seriously physiqued up, ready to go wrestlers dressed up like Deadpool and Wolverine. So that was a very fun surprise. It was... Whoa. I took a video of that. It's there. We'll watch it in a moment. But we stopped there first. It was a little too much, a little too loud, a little too rowdy. But we chilled for a moment. Then we scurried past the Has-Been Hotel prom. There was like 10 people in there, living their best life, of course, as one does. And I'm like, no, this isn't it. Then we went up to the rave on the top floor. 18 plus. Had to show our ID. Very exclusive. Really humid in there. A little too loud, a little too rowdy. The Lo-Fi Lounge, when we finally made our way over, oh my god, dude. It was so nice. It was just like a room. Carpeted. Love it. Chairs, tables. Dimly lit. Not too dimly lit, though. Dimly lit. With just like lo-fi remixes of your favorite anything you could think of songs. It was so nice. So 3 of us and the 6 donuts just hung out in the Lo-Fi Lounge for a hot minute. Just talking. We hung out until we couldn't hang out anymore, until we had to leave. It was so nice. The AC, immaculate. It was like, it was so perfect. I was like, oh my god, the Lo-Fi Lounge. Yes, they need to do this every year. We were just chilling, we were just talking, goofing, gaffing. The boys were keeping themselves entertained by throwing stuff. And I was just sitting there talking. We started talking about Stranger Things. Oh my god, I'm so excited for Stranger Things. It's gonna come out soon. TM. Well, kind of soon. It's gonna come out in November. But yeah, that's how we wrapped up Saturday. It was very, very cool. And all that to say, the 6 donuts are what kicked off the Saturday shenaniganery. The Saturday shenaniganery. Goodness me. Hell yeah, brother. Brother, hell yeah. And I just realized that Meep asked what donuts I got. But he was asking during like a really thick storytelling moment. But it's okay. I'm sure he understands. What else do we have here? Oh, yes. I would like to say that somebody, one of yous, whoever would like to claim it, did in fact fund a vodka cran. So that was nice. A vodka cran. The 6 donuts I have heard were completed in terms of consumption yesterday. They were spread out over days, which is good. Which was good. But yeah, I got myself a vodka cran. After, this is another story from last year, wrap around, a little mirror situation. I don't know if anybody else remembers this, but I told a story about how last year, at one point, I went to the restroom. Whoa, surprise, surprise. And after I went to like wash my hands, blah, blah, blah. And then I went to leave the bathroom. And it was very confusing. Like I couldn't tell where the exit was because the layout of the bathroom was so bizarre. And I accidentally went the wrong way. They're like walking into like a larger like stall essentially. It wasn't like a handicap stall. It was like bigger than that. So I accidentally walked into the wrong area. And then this person, she like saw that I made a mistake and she just looked at me with such disgust. It was really awkward. And I'm like, bitch, like you've never made a mistake. Weird. Right before I came out and I got this drink, I went to that same bathroom, did my business, was washing my hands. 2 girlies, separate, doing their own thing. Both made the same mistake that I made the year before. I could see they were confused. They couldn't tell how to get out of the bathroom. And we just laughed about it. I laughed with the one girl and then I laughed with the other girl. They're like, it's so confusing. I'm like, I know, right? It is confusing. And I just thought it was silly because I had the same experience the year before. But unfortunately, the person that saw me make this mistake was mean and nasty and mean. And gave me like a stink face. And I'm like, no. We're going to laugh about it. Because it's silly. It was silly though. Like just watching them be like, where do I go? I'm like, see? You don't got to be weird about it. Oh my god, wait a minute. Is that my nails? That's weird. How did this picture get here? I don't know. We're gonna keep going though. Oh no. Another picture? That's weird. That's weird. Hup. Okay. Look! Look at her! A little Ahsoka? A little Ahsoka with her dad? And every time he would answer a trivia question, he would tell the answer to his daughter, and she would say it into the mic. It was so cute. One of the answers that he gave was Fives, because there's a clone called Fives, or a clone or a droid called Fives, and she's just like, Fives. I'm like, oh my god, and we all went crazy. And then our friend had to be like, no, that's wrong. But it was sweet because whenever she would get a question wrong, her dad would hold his hand out and they'd give each other a high five. Because it's like, you tried. It was so cute. So cute. But just think about how difficult it must be for her to have her face frozen and stink face. That is so true. GA. That is so true. Very true. I appreciate you pointing that out. Yeah, she was really mean. I don't know why. Also, we had buzzers, as always, and this child did a really good job at not spamming the button. But there she is, very deliberately observing this button that sat before her, and she had such restraint. It was very cool. Look at her! Look at them! Oh, so sweet. It's so sweet, so cool. And this person to the left of the image was doing a Boba Fett cosplay, but instead of having like armor on, they had a suit. But all of the like the color scheme of the suit looked like Boba Fett's like armor. Oh my god. I loved it. That was super cool. Super cool, super fancy, super fun. And then would you look at that? A bunch of Mandalorians. And as the Mandalorians say, this is the way. And the way that I gotta go is to the restroom and feed Jimby. I need a BRP really bad. I knew I forgot to do something! Hello? Alright, I'm back. So, fun fact. The pictures that I got from my mom, I still have them. I still have them. They just weren't in here. So, you guys are gonna love these. But I'll show them after we say hi to Jimbus. Jimbus Bimbus. Also, Chie, good luck. I mean, not like you need it, but have a good time harnessing your brain powers on your papers. But here's Jimby. So many days it's been, Jasmine. I haven't seen you in so many days. Oh, goodness. Oh. Ah. 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 I know. It's so hard to be a dog. Ooh. Oh, I know. I know. What? Bless you. Okay. 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 Jeez. It's like I haven't seen Jimmy in a week. Exactly. Exactly. Go eat your food. Eat your food. Okay. Hold. Alright. So, the pictures that I got from my mom are from the same artist that made the Eddie picture. So, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. I swear. Okay, I'm gonna go like this. So, what caught my eye, and I was stressed, mind you. I hadn't gotten my mom anything yet. And we were coming around to the last day. It was Sunday. And we were walking around. And I'm like, I need to find something for my mom. I have to. It's just a requirement. It's on the list of what needs to be done. Looking around, couldn't find anything. And up to that point, I hadn't really seen anything that I thought was interesting for my mom. And I'm like, well, shit. This isn't good. But thankfully, as I was wandering, I saw this. I saw this baddie. We know who this is, right? We know who this is. We're aware. We're knowers who know. Prince.
Oh, yeah.
It's Prince. I just want your extra time and your kiss. Yes, it's Prince, my dude. The Prince. The artist formerly known. The artist formerly known as Prince. Oh my god. Look at him. The purple. Oof. The shadow on the face. The hair. Let's come in a little closer. Ooh. Yeah, so this was the first picture like on their entire board that was like, ooh, caught my eye. I was like, well, I gotta get this for my mom. And they were running a deal, as they all do. Like, buy one, get one, whatever, you know what I mean? They signed it, which is super cool. So yeah, fancy. But I was like, wait, there's more. And there is. This next picture, it's a banger, but it's a little bit much for me. And I would not personally want this to be something that I see every day. But my mom is built different. And I give you Valak. Wow, pretty. Whoa. That's, you know, what better way to uplift your mood than making eye contact with Valak on the daily? I know, right? It's fucking scary, dude. It's so scary. It's so well done. I talked to the artist about this picture for like a hot minute. I love it so much. Like the fact that this is so scary and it's just a picture. Like, it's literally, it's just a picture. It's a flat surface that has been decorated with lines and artistry and shading. And it's just, it's... Mindless, no, come back. What's wrong? Mindless, where are you going? Mindless, where are you going? Bitch, stunning. It's stunning, but I don't like it. I like it, but I don't. I like it, but I'm good. I'm chill. Put on the back of the bedroom door for late night fun. Ooh, speaking of monster fuckers. Nobody in the right mind said hear me out, Valak. Thankfully. You know, the room was full of non-judgment zone, but I'd be a little concerned if somebody said hear me out, Valak.
Help him with the door.
You help him with a door. David, could you help me with a door? It's air drying. Pick up a hammer and nail this coffin shut. What if I said Hugh Jackman, werewolf, and Van Helsing? Honestly, Kirby, that would have been a vibe. That would have been a vibe. I feel like people wouldn't look at you sideways for that one. They would not at all. But yeah, those are the ones that I got from my mom. From the same person that made the Eddie print. I would not do this personally, though. You do it as a prank for another person's house? I mean, at the end of the day, you're giving them a fine piece of art. So, if I woke up and that was staring at me, I'd piss my pants. I'd just piss. Just pissing everywhere. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. I think I'm ready to come back over here. Oh, also, I need to switch. Let's come over here. Ready? Watch this. Huh. 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 Okay. So we're not doing this anymore. I'm going back to the pictures. We're almost there, I swear. We're almost there. We're almost done. Whether you like it or not. Okay. Close out of this. Wow! Oh, that is so true. I didn't do that earlier. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Did I send the drop? Oh, thank the maker. It's still working. Ooh, that was a close one. Oh, sorry. I was talking shit. Good thing I was muted. Jimby needs to be let out. Be free! I was just asking if you guys were lost, and that's why you missed the drop entirely. But, you know. Here, let me get Jimpy's water situated. Okay. Gamer. I'm coming back. Did anybody land? Did we get any winners? Any wieners? Oh! Mindless! Mindless, you won! Congratulations! Also, is it just me, or is Mindless on a generational run? Dude. Oh, and Kirby? Sheesh! He lands every time I'm here lately. Okay, not to jinx it, but we gotta say it. She should have seen him at the beginning. No, sorry. We gotta keep history correct. The beginning of the year, Mindless stopped landing. At the end of last year, Mindless was making it over and over, like 20 times in a row. But at the beginning of 2025... Oh, yes, no. Okay, we're rewriting. We're not rewriting. We're refining history. Yes, most Mindless _1 in the year of 2024 landed every single drop. Yes. That's what happened. But then at the beginning of the year, that stopped being a thing. And we're trying really hard. Speaking of trying really hard, Ace, I'm gonna bring this up again, not to harp on it, because I don't like harping on these things. I'm back at 999 followers. I told Ace yesterday how I got a taste for 1,000. And it do be teetering, it is what it is. That's life. That's how Twitch works. You know? But I'm back at 999. So it's pretty fucking cool. Macro data refining. When you macro data your refinations. Speaking of refining, look at all these highly refined Mandalorians. I think I have the picture of this baddie in the middle without her helmet on. Bitch. Serving with and without the helm, I'll tell you what. Yeah, this was a fun moment. Also, look! You got the armorer, and you have a Helldiver. Fancy. Okay, let's come over here. I have a few pictures of this. I have a few pictures. There it goes. Look at this squad. Squad roll up and you're like, oh no, leave me alone, I'm scared. The red, ooh, I like the glossy. Some could argue, you've never seen battle, your armor's too clean. Whatever, dude. Psh, whatever, who's counting? And then this baddie over here, I feel like they're going for like a princess, like a Disney princess, maybe like a Padme mashup or something. The glossy one looks like a fresh computer mouse. Agreed. I like this one too. It's giving like old school like fighter pilot when they would decorate their plane. You know what I mean? Looks like a shark. But this one's super cute. I love the colors. I love the pink hair peeking through. Looks like they have like a veil, like a baby blue. Ugh, so cool. I would hope that they keep cool in them somehow though. It's just so fun. What a moment. I love when we stumble upon these photo ops because it's really special. All these people put in so much hard work and they get to meet up with like-minded individuals because not everybody puts in the work to be a cosplayer. I haven't done it yet. I'd like to. But just taking on such a grand task is very intimidating. They're built different, that's for sure. That's for sure. And then this person, they showed up eventually, you know? Wheelchair bounding in the cosplay of it all. Out here in a wheelchair, still cosplaying. Still bringing down the house. I think it's really cool. Very, very cool. But yeah, all these Mandalorians. So special. Ooh, and the baddie in the back. It looks like eyelashes. I wonder if that's intentional. Accessible cosplay. This is true. This is true. This is very true. The Mandalorian armor of it all. Oh my god. I wanted to take more pictures of them, but we were like literally on our way through the whole situation because to the left of this picture is the vendor hall. It's freaking huge in there, dude. But look! Mario Kart! Oh my god. Speaking of Mario Kart, is anybody getting a Switch 2? Anybody? I really appreciate Hexy's point of view on the Switch 2, mainly because it mirrors how John feels about the Switch 2. Cause, fun fact, if you didn't know this already, I feel like a lot of us do, and I'm just late to the party. When you buy a cartridge for the Switch 2, the cartridge is just an empty shell. There's no information on it. You have to go to the Nintendo Online portal of it all and then claim your game, but you're not actually claiming it. You're just downloading the access to the game, and at the end of the day, the game isn't yours. It belongs to the internet. So, goodness forbid, they change policy, which they certainly could, and it makes it to where you're no longer able to access your game because you never owned it in the first place. But Mario Kart Worlds looks like so much fun. Ugh. Open world Mario Kart?
Oh, yeah?
Please. Please. But yeah, it's a shame. Also, I had to get a picture of them from the back because it looks silly. I have not known... Oh, you haven't owned anything Nintendo since 2017. Well, there you go. I'm not a fan of all the Nintendo stuff, so I will not be purchasing. Plus, no cash. That is very true. Your Wii died in 2017? Pour one out for Sadie's Wii.
Bummer.
Pour one out. You know, we had a Nintendo Wii. Wii. It just stops functioning. Yeah, so my mom decided to give our Wii to somebody that she worked with, a young man, because he told her that he could fix it. And fun fact, he couldn't. So we got a new one. And it wasn't the same. So there's that. I will live vicariously through streamers playing Mario Kart Worlds because I want to see the cow. This is so fair and valid. But I don't know. I want to play. Back to the art. Look at this. Look. I love when artists do this. I love when artists do this. Everybody has seen Ripley. Everybody has seen a xenomorph. I can't remember the name of the cat. But the way that they take existing IP and they put their brain into the realm of Alien, and they produce something that is unlike anything else you've seen. A very unique style. A very fun take. The lantern being the light source? Ma'am. Jones or Jonesy, this is true. It is Jones or Jonesy. Oh, it's just so cool. And I think I'm pretty sure I have more from this artist. I should. Okay, I took this picture for everybody else because I'm not the biggest fan of Adventure Time, but look. Look. Adventure Time. Come on, grab your friends. Look, what the lump. What the lump. Here, I'll zoom in. We're gonna zoom. We're zooming. It's as far as I can zoom. Look. Bacon pancakes. Bacon pancakes. Jake is the chair. Jake is the chair. Look. 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 So cute. So cute. Oh, so did I cut off the top? Look. So cute. So fun. So detailed. It's very pretty. I love the art style. She's got everything you could want. Lady Unicorn. I know who that is. I'm a knower. I know some things. But it's just so fun. Ugh. I love the shading. I love the style. It's very cool. It's very, very cool. Unacceptable. But yeah. I was like, I need to take a picture of this. Because I know people in the community who are big fans of Adventure Time. Adventure Time! So there's that. And there you go. There you go. Hup. And everybody loves Avatar. I love the way they made Appa look. Oh, dude, the fine lines on the hair. Please. It's just so pretty. Katara is absolutely serving. Toph, Zuko. I love when people include Zuko. Like they do the era in which Zuko is like one of the guys. You know what I mean? I love that. My favorite era. You got Momo, Suki, Sokka, that one guy. Zuko does look very good. I agree. But I just love what they did with Appa. The detail. Chumbo! Oh, shit.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hello, Chumbo. Hello. We're looking at art. I've been yapping. We've been yapping looking at art. Having a good old time. How are you? I thought this was super cute. Look. It's Peter. Peter Parker. Taking a load off. Taking a break. Having some ramen on the rooftop. Meanwhile, you got Doc Ock. Doc Ock. Right? Octopus. You got the Green Goblin. And you got Venom. Isn't this cool? I think it's super cool. You were at a hockey game. It was insane. You leave for a trip in a few hours? Oh, fancy. Emmy, Chumbo, your life is so interesting to me. Chumbo is an interesting person. I agree. Andy knows how to cook. Shade. Oh, you weren't there. You were watching the Stanley Cup Finals. Oh, okay. I thought you were there. I was like, damn, dude, that's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, and I took this because everybody else liked Pokemon. I wish I had gotten into Pokemon. There's still time. I'm aware of this. Who wasn't watching the finals? Everyone should be. I don't know, Sadie. Maybe people that were yapping about their weekend at Phoenix Fan Fusion to their friends on Twitch.tv. I'm sorry. Jeez. But look, I have pictures of Pokemon. No, Sadie. No, this takes precedence. Okay? Now you have to score for Vegas later in consolation? What does that mean? Sadie, what are you saying? What are these things you're saying to me? I don't give a darn about the Oilers or the Panthers, says Emmy. I didn't say that. Don't quote me. I don't know nothing about nobody. I don't know nothing about no one. I'm just out here living my life. Alright, give me a break. Throw me a freaking bone here, dude. Also, Sadie, I don't know if you heard yesterday. I think you had already BRB'd, maybe. I don't know. Or skedoodled. But during the repo of it all, I was the only one left alive during the final round. And I name dropped you, saying this must be what Sadie Storm feels like. And I now have a greater appreciation for you and how you handle yourself when you are the only one left in a room full of repoers. It's very hard work, a lot of stress, but it's fun. Look at the Squirtle gang. Very cool. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. All right, what else do we have? I actually didn't notice this one at first. John was like, The Last of Us? Look! Look! Isn't this cool? Oh, so cool, dude. So cool. Also, is Joel left-handed? Or what? Wait, what's happening? Oh, I don't know what's happening. Oh, with the immediate crash out whenever alone. It's a valid crash out, okay? Yeah. I mean, you still get the job done, though. That's all that matters. You still get the job done. Yeah, I definitely... Because, like, everybody but myself that was on the team... I'm pretty sure everybody but myself at that point was currently streaming. And I'm like, ugh. Well, time to be a content creator. Well, I'm the only one alive on my non-stream day. But it was fun. I had a good time. I was glad I was able to partake. Yeah, 4 people were streaming. It was crazy. Yeah, we talked about it at the beginning of El Stream. Gave shout-outs where they were much deserved. Speaking of much deserved, I have been going to this person's booth ever since I started going to Phoenix Fan Fusion. Back when it was still called Comic-Con. It's still Comic-Con to me. I have a video. It's very special, very excited, and very happy for this person. Sleepy time. Good night, Ace. Have good sleeps. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for raiding. Hope you get good sleeps. Okay, so this is like the original, in my opinion, person that would be selling art prints on metal at Phoenix Fan Fusions. Bruh, check this out. It's out of order. I don't know what happened. We'll get there in a moment. Look! Solo leveling? Anybody? Anybody? Solo leveling?
Let's go, boy!
Oh, this is a different person. Oh my god, I'm a fucking idiot. This is not the same person. See, there's a lot of people out here that try and replicate, duplicate, you know, the metal print of it all. There's only one true metal printer. Alright, we'll get there soon, TM. But look! Solo leveling. When you solo level, it's pretty fancy. It's pretty cool. Unfortunately, though, this print was only available on Canvas, and it was expensive. It was expensive. I thought this was cute. I played Little Nightmares. I was a Little Nightmares gamer. I think everybody should play Little Nightmares. You know, I really do. It's a lot of fun. It's not terribly scary, but I think it is a good introduction to horror for people who are interested in diving in. And apparently, there's going to be a Little Nightmares 3, right? Sadie's. Of course you play Little Nightmares. Of course. Okay, so this is the place that I got my Tommy Boy picture from. I just noticed at the bottom left they have a Victor. Oh, and there was so much Bluey art. It was crazy. There was so much Bluey art. It was wild. But look, it's Victor. Very cool. Yeah, this is where I got the Tommy Boy print from. Oh, I just love her. I just love the style. Tis but a flesh wound, exactly. You got Michael, Dwight, you know, the usuals. And then, oh, you got Powder and Echo. Oh, my heart. I don't know who this is down here, but I'm sure there's somebody. You got Bluey. So much Bluey art. Every time I saw it, I would think about how people keep telling me I need to watch Bluey. But I just don't think I can. I don't think I don't think I'm ready. I don't think I'm ready to watch Bluey. I think it'll destroy me. Oh. And then the Phantom of the Opera art. Please.
Oh, yeah?
Please. And you got Uncle Iroh, obviously. The dude. The Hobbits. Labyrinth. I think this is supposed to be Jim and Pam. Or no, it's not. What am I saying? I thought it was supposed to be Jim and Pam when they're in the parking lot professing their love for each other. But yeah, I had to give the Powder and the Echo a moment. I just love their style. It's very pretty. You got stickers over here. Stickers are so difficult to make a decision on buying. I just can't... I don't know. I can't find myself buying stickers for some reason. And then, fun fact, I took a picture of this before I got it because I was thinking about getting it and I liked it so much that I just took a picture and lo and behold, I came home with it. So there you go. If I ever got a floofy dog, I'd name it Appa, and that would be a very good idea. We would appreciate you for it. So, this art is pretty. I took a picture of it, but it's really hard to look at it because it's covered in plastic. Oh yeah, Spock is covered in, those one thingies. I don't know what they're called. The fluff balls. This guy right here that you're talking about? Tribbles. There you go. There you go. You got it. You got it. But yeah, I took a picture of this because it's really fun, but it's kind of hard to see some of them. But you could see most of them. You got Mario. We love Mario. I just thought this style was so whimsical and fun. Whimsical, wacky, wild. Good times, great oldies. But yeah. And then you have Coraline. You gotta love Coraline. The sticker is a neej when you need. Yeah, I didn't recognize too many of these characters, but I just thought it looked really pretty. So I took a picture. You know? Oh my god. Also, this person was so smart. They have like a little box down here that says checkout box, which is so smart. Because oftentimes, like, you have a bunch of, like, items that are so small, and you're, like, awkwardly holding them, and she had a checkout box. Brilliant. Brilliant. I even mentioned it. I was like, this is really cool. Very good idea. Okay. So this is the Booth, the artist, who, as I mentioned, in my opinion, is, like, the OG metal print guy. I didn't even recognize their setup. Because this is just so grand. Like, look at this. Not only do they have such a large spot, they have all of these lavish, like, this setup is so over the top, but it's so perfect and so eye-catching. And I just, like, I told the guy, it was just like a parasocial moment type thing. Just saying how, like, I've been coming to his, like, booth for years, and it's just really special that this is where he is now, as far as like his level of production and just how just the fact that he has so much space. Like, this is expensive to have this much space on the vendor floor, so I just thought it was super cool. So I took a video of it. It's just really special. He does a lot of really good work. I have multiple prints of his. I don't know what this is. Oh, okay. Oh my god, render! So, this is a bummer, because, I did a thing where I rotated my camera, my phone, several times, but they had, like, a legit, like, truck, or, like, I don't know what to call it, like a Humvee, like a military, you know what I mean, vehicle, and then... Just the fact that the Terrifier is like, hey, let me get in there, dude. And it'll turn, it'll rotate. Give me a moment. It'll rotate. It was like a last minute, I was like, oh, I need to get my phone out. I need to catch this. Just this imagery, top tier. Please, please. The mashup of the century. My god, it's so silly. Oh, I loved it. And they look so good. I bet they were hot, though. Is it hot? Is it... You can kind of tell they're kind of like winded even. But yeah, they let people go in there. Feel free to climb in and look around. So that was really cool. It was like a fun little moment. And people were walking by, they were like, what the? They're like getting like jump scared type thing, which makes sense. It's Art the Clown. I thought this was a safe space. But yeah, it's super cool. I thought this was cute. The classic shut up, take my money. I really like this person's style. It's very colorful. You got this one up here. I don't know if anybody's watched Lilo and Stitch, the second one, but I've heard mixed reviews. So, maybe I'll watch it. If we're being honest, I haven't really watched the first one very much, so I don't know if I would be the best candidate to form an opinion on the second one, but whatever. More of the guy's prints. Very cool. It is a bummer though, because when people walk by, some people like write off everything he has to offer, because he has like different colored lights that, like, you know, they cycle through like different colors, and it does have an effect on the art, but like you don't need it to look cool type thing. But it is fun to see what it looks like when like the red light hits it or the blue light type thing. You've heard not good things about the live action version. Yeah, me too. Me too. Oh, look, more Bluey! Bluey. Not gonna lie, I basically took pictures of Bluey things because I know Fred really likes Bluey. And this is so cute. I love it. It's so fun. It's so sweet. It's really cute. Bluey. In it. Bluey! Sadie, like, let me see. You want to see it closer? You want to get a closer look, dude? Look, it's right here. Bluey. Bluey. It's Bluey. Yeah, super cute. Super cute. Oh my goodness. So, I first saw the dad. Maybe it's a height thing. I'm like, Bob Ross. And then I was like, are you Steve Irwin? And then Mr. Rogers? Ah! So cute. So fun. The little boy was so nervous. He just wasn't talking. The other two were talking. But the little guy down here was not talking. He just like wasn't talking. He was like whispering to his dad, because his dad's like, dude, like, do you want to take a picture? He's like, just like looking around. So cute. I thought this was so fun. It's such a good idea. Ugh, PBS. He was a shy little guy. I know, and I love when families cosplay together. It's so special. But yeah. They're so cute. Yes, that's the other thing. Simple cosplays, but they're also effective and highly recognizable. That's the sweet spot. That's the stuff. Okay, this is really overwhelming to look at. Great role models for men as well. That is true. That is very true. That's a good point. I didn't even think about that. So this is really overwhelming to look at, but I want to take a picture anyway, because I feel like a lot of us here would recognize stuff that's going on. But this is just like an entire vendor who was selling anime figurines, which was super cool. But yeah, there's a lot going on in this picture. It's kind of hard to tell, but a whole lot of anime icons, I must say. Can't say Shy Guy. You're gonna get sued by Nintendo. Oh no, please.
Go to hell, Steven!
Water. Heckin' water, my guy. Water those. I don't know if I have another picture. I do. There's more. Won't I get sued for your name being Kirby as well? Maybe. Gee. Maybe. But yeah, this guy had a lot of stuff. It was just like two guys selling all of these things. And there was a lot of people buying. It was crazy. They were making a lot of money. This was cool. I kind of felt bad though, because the guy on the left had like just taken his helmet off. But I turned around and I saw them. I was like, can I get a picture of you two, please? They're like, yes. I'm like, cool. Cool. But yeah, they look pretty dope. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I assume you had already been sued. You done been sent to cease and desist. Okay, this was really cute. Look. Look. They're cat dice. Eh? Eh? You can't play with these. These aren't valid. You cannot use these in game. But, fun fact, all of the dice are modeled after real cats. So it's either one of their cats or it's one of their friends' cats. Which is super smart. It's very cute. But yeah. Super cute. I mean, realistically, I guess I could have gotten something, but they just weren't, like, captivating. Like, if I was a cat person, then yes. I would probably, like, jump all over this, but it just wasn't hitting it. The one in the middle has such fun fur pattern. I know, right? It really does. Mig? Mia. Why did I say Mig? Hello, my name is Mig. Mia, look, it's right here. It's just super cute. It's very clever. It's very, very clever. But I feel like this booth was positioned in a really, like, disadvantageous spot. Because we almost walked right past him. Which is a bummer. Oh my god. This t-shirt, diabolical. So instead of AC/DC, it's R2-D2. The R2D tour. You got all of these locations that they can go to in the Star Wars universe. And look at Alderaan. Cancelled. I wonder why. I wonder why. Oh my god. That's just a fun little detail. It's canceled. We're not going. But yeah, they had these cute t-shirts. Thought they were fun. But they were kind of pricey. And they weren't really too interesting. Like, they weren't interesting enough for me to want to spend as much money as they were asking for them. But I thought they were cute. You know? They were fun. They got Jawas instead of Jaws. You just booked a plane ticket to Alderaan? Oh no, Sadie, I don't know how to tell you this, but you're not gonna make it. I keep thinking of that interview of one of the Star Wars actors where he explains that R2-D2 in Spanish is Arturito? Wait, was he being silly? Was Diego Luna being a silly, goofy guy? I thought this was cute. God save the Queen over Queen Amidala's face. Darksider, get it? It's funny. Oh, you think it's a real thing? Oh, well, shit. This one's fun. The Old Spice must flow. Brought to you in part by House Harkonnen. I thought this was cute. I love me a good pun. I love puns. So, instead of GMC, it's DMC. Because I'm pretty sure this is the essence, the theme of the one of the Run DMC albums. So it's DMC instead of GMC. 1.21 gigawatts. That was pretty cute. And there was these guys, very expensive, but very cool to look at. Very expensive, but very cool to look at. But yeah, this is just like stuff where people buy, you know, a bunch of things and then they resell them, which it is nice to have like a concentration of a bunch of fandom stuff that you'd have to like go to special locations to track down. This Wolverine one is really cool. I honestly didn't notice it until right now. But I like how they illustrate the liquidities. I have more. I thought this was super cool. Comes with an alternate face. Look at them! The detail. Look at the teeths. The toofers. Very fancy. Very fancy. Okay, let's see, what else do we have? This Darth Vader statue, though? Ma'am! Look at that thigh! Look at it! Look! Dude.
Oh, yeah?
Speaking of Darth Vader, holy shit. The line of people who had already paid to either meet Hayden Christensen or just get his autograph, each day, all of the days, his lines, so astronomically long. And it's one thing to hear like a number, like, oh, this many thousand people met him over the weekend, but to see like the actual human beings standing there in line and putting a price point on each of those people, dude, he made a lot of money. He made a lot of money over the weekend. It's crazy. He deserves it, in my opinion. IMO TBH. But yeah, we got some more stuff and things. A little bit more up Sir Snoogans' alley. I'm a fan, you know, of Batman, Two-Face, Poison Ivy, and the Joker. Who isn't? But I know, right? They are crazy. I agree. The detail on them is insane. I love the movement in his cape. It's just so fancy. And Heath Ledger looks sick. What a we? And then obviously it's Poison Ivy. Like, come on. Come on. What are we saying? What are we doing? Another picture of Darth, because obviously. So, hang on. Where's it at? Dude. Look at this. Old Ben. The details. Insane. It's crazy how detailed these are. You do not play with these. These are not toys. Alright? I'm sorry to burst your bubble. But these are not toys. These aren't meant to be played with. You put them on the desk and you leave them alone. Okay? Captain Rex. That statue could have boogies and we would have seen them. Exactly. So, dude, there was a very interesting moment over the weekend. This person was selling stuff like this, water bottles with etchings in them. They're very impressive, as you can see. Very impressive. There was a line forming in front of his booth of people who are trying to interact with a different booth. So the way I saw it was, I wonder if this person is upset that this line for a different artist is covering his stuff, essentially. Like, it is in the way. And then different opinions were like, oh no, I think it would be a good thing because then people could look at it. Moments later, the person that was selling these things asked the people who were lining up for the other exhibit, hey, are you guys in line for blah, 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 blah? And they're like, yeah. This professional artist who spent money to be at Comic-Con, Fanfusion, in an attempt to make connections and share his work, make money, X, Y, and Z, immediately became sour, angry, nasty. Well, I'm gonna go over there and tell them that they need to figure this out because you guys are blocking my shit. And he just like storms through the line to go bitch at these other people because that's what he did. He was bitching. He could have handled that situation so much better. Very unprofessional. He was so mad, and it's like, dude, what you are expressing your anger in a way that's not appropriate for right now, and at the wrong people. And the thing that drove me crazy is the fact that he called his artwork that he is putting on display, hoping to get monetary exchange for, he's calling it shit. And I know it's just a word, but why are you calling your artwork and your hard work shit? Like, what are we doing? It was so stupid, dude. I'm like, ew. That was gross. That was weird. Why did you... Very unprofessional, but his stuff is cool. But yeah, he's like, oh, I'm gonna go over there and tell him because you guys are blocking my shit. And I'm like, okay. Also, Kirby, I found the booth. I found the booth they told me about. Look. I saw the little guy in the flesh. Look at him. Cute little guy. Look at how much stuff they sold out. They sold out all of these things, which is so cool. The spot. Oh, so cute. So cute. I was like, I need to find the place. I did find. And they have their plushies. A little Venom plushie. Super cute. Super cute. And it was such a bummer because I didn't go back and look at their Instagram story like you told me to. And then I ended up looking later on, and I couldn't find their booth location. So we were like walking around. I was like, oh, look, I found it. So yeah. It's pretty cool. Bleh. Bleh. Exactly. Super cute. Super cute. Oh my god. You just got the plushies you ordered from them? Nice. Nice. And then obviously, you know, nothing stops me in my tracks more abruptly than some high quality Back to the Future art. But of course, it was only on canvas, and that shit was expensive. Expensive. You got some Star Wars swag, hashtag Star Wars swag. And I'm seeing that I've been here for 4 hours and it's already 9 o'clock. So I think what I'm gonna do Let me see, what else do we have here? Let's go back. I'm gonna scroll through and find some highlights. And then I'll just like dump everything on the Discord. Because I pretty much told all my stories. And the pictures that are left are kind of just like Lego stuff that we've talked about in the past. But I just took pictures of more things. But look! It's Barf. From Spaceballs! Which is topical because Spaceballs 2 has been talked about recently. And John Candy can't be in it because he's no longer with us. But yeah, I thought this was a super cute cosplay because traditionally speaking, Barf is meant to be in a jumpsuit. That's really hot. But the fact that they're wearing a dress, so smart. And I told him that. They're like, I know, right? I was like, dude, so smart that you're wearing a dress instead because his actual costume is too hot. I was literally widowy starstruck when I saw this person standing behind me. The dinosaur that they have moves, first off, and look at how detailed this outfit is that they put together. So detailed. They got a badge, they got a belt, they got accessories, they got patches, the hat, and the dinosaur. Welcome to Jurassic Park. Like, I literally, like, I turned around and I saw him and I was like, and I couldn't words for like 5 seconds. I couldn't say anything. I was just so like, I was like, what? What? Ah, it's so cute. Look at the little guy. And the way that he's wearing gloves, it really sells it. You know what I mean? So smart. So clever. Okay, what else? Horrible picture. Because, like, I was just really hungry. Horrible picture, though. But we went to Cup Bob. Very delicious. Korean-style nudes. You got, what is it called? Rice noodles? Is that what they're called? Rice noodles? I think. There's rice underneath, cabbage. I got chicken katsu with this like delicious sauce. And I went to mix it up so I could take a better picture, but I accidentally just started eating it instead. And yes, it was. In fact,
Yummy!
so there's that. There's that. Don't at me, bro, but I meant to take a picture of them, and instead I took a video. I'm so sorry. I could have retried, but I was too embarrassed, so I didn't. But look, it's Vi and Caitlin. Cute, right? Imagine it's a picture, not a video. I fucked up. Here's a picture of me in front of this. So that's cool, I guess. Dude, I will say, so many people, at least 5, were like, hey, I like your shirt. And I'm like, of course you do. Of course you do. Because I wear this shirt on stream sometimes. And people were like, I like your shirt. So I knew I had to do it to them. I had to do it to them. Yeah. Oh, much praise. And I'm like, I made the right decision wearing this shirt. So, hell yeah, brother. Brother, hell yeah. This is a bit of the wrestling. Good times, great oldies. I will say the audio on this is kind of insane. So just pretend you can hear so many loud noises, so many cheers as this very athletically inclined man pounds his chest and hip thrusts into the night sky. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I was not expecting the silly little wrestling to not be so silly or little. So athletically inclined. Exactly. Just simply athletically inclined. I wonder here. I have it muted on the stream. Let me hear it first. Lordy. Okay, here. Okay, it doesn't sound that bad. Here, we'll unmute it. We'll unmute it. Everybody's just loving it. We're having a great time.
Oh my god. Holy shit, dude, that's crazy.
There was a lot of people in there. A whole lot of people. Yeah, it was... Oh yeah, the men are loving it.
Whoa,
Scared me. Oh. The way that I got scared. The way that I got, like, scared in real time, but I also got scared in you know what I mean? I don't know what that noise was. Oh, I think it was the sound of them like jumping, like landing on the mat. You know what I mean? I mean, that is true. Wrestling is redneck anime, and that's why I love it. I love it. I love it. Wrestling is cool. Wrestling is cool, I will admit. It's the mat, they're spring-loaded. That's what it is. And yes, Jay, I am here still. Also, this was taken in the Lo-Fi Lounge. This isn't mine. This isn't mine. And also, fun fact, I don't know if anybody else knew this. John didn't know this. Chai tea does not inherently come with coffee. So this was before he learned that you need to ask for coffee. No, it's chai tea! It's chai tea, please. But yeah, I just took this picture. I'm eating my brownie donut. I put more stickers on my Hydro Flask on day 2 because I realized that my Hydro Flask was rather bare, so I spruced it up. I know, Jay. I don't know. He didn't know. I didn't know either. But the next day he asked, and they're like, no, there isn't. Would you like to add coffee? And he's like, yes. And they're like, 1 shot or 2 shots of espresso. I'm like, you should get 2. He's like, I'll have 2. I'm like, good idea. Good idea. But yeah, this was us hanging out in the Lo-Fi Lounge. Good times, great oldies. Oh, I love this picture. We were leaving on Saturday as a group. We're all heading out. Ugh, the lighting. I love lighting. And it's just so perfect. The point of no return. It was really good. A chai latte, mayhaps. The chai tea, that means TT. You didn't know was tea? Hey man, I don't know. Don't be mean. Don't be rude. Also, I just took some aesthetically pleasing pictures. I don't know what this hole in the ceiling would be for. Is it to like... I don't know. Why is there a hole in the ceiling? I just don't know. I don't get it. Like, why? Like, what are they doing with it? I don't understand. Doesn't make sense to me. Airflow? Oh my god, Jay, you're so smart. You're so smart. Oh, med evac. Maybe. That could be... No, that could be valid because down to the bottom right is the exit and entrance. Like, one of the exit and entrances to the convention center. So that could be correct. I see your point. You have a point. It's valid. I see it. Oh. I had to do it to him. I had to do it to him. I love me a parking garage. Not gonna lie, though. As we were walking through the parking garage on the first day, I was like, oh my god. I haven't walked through a parking garage since I started playing Backrooms, and not gonna lie, I'm a little uneased. I'm just waiting for the naked men to start running at me from the darkness screaming. I was like, I need to turn on 4 generators. We have to get out of here. But yeah. Yeah. The liminal space of it all has kind of done a number on the way that I view parking garages now. It's for the best. It's fun. It's silly, you know? Hee hee ha ha. Hee hee ha ha. Okay. Let's see. So this is from the panel that we did on Sunday, but I didn't do it. My friend did it. We were just there to support. But yeah, he was dressed up as a commissary. Commissary? Yes, from Warhammer. And it was cool because he was worried that people weren't going to show up to the panel. But there was a lot of people. It was a packed room. It was very cool. People love their Warhammer. So much so that I have a lovely example of what the vibe was like. Let me make sure. Okay. Let me turn this up. This was so fun. This was so fun. People were so into it. Oh.
My life for the Emperor.
Excellent! Well, your life is for the Emperor. Sit down. Thank you so much.
It's a trick question. You're all heretics. Now, to transition us into something more genteel and relaxing, reading from the Lectitio Unitatis. If you have your copy, please turn to the appropriate page. There shall be no peace amongst us, only an eternity of carnage after a thirsting gods.
didn't know I was going to church today. Oh my goodness. Oh shit.
It felt like I was in church, so I said it. And the reason I say oh shit is because Armando hit me. Cause like it was a call and response going on. I was like, I didn't know I was going to church today, and it was on a Sunday. He hit me. I was like, oh shit. I was like, what? I'm just being silly. So yeah, in order, like the way that we were able to do these panels is simply because our friend expressed interest in doing a panel. I didn't even talk about the D&D panel. Oh my god, maybe I'll talk about that. I don't know, maybe tomorrow or something. Oh yeah, no, Warhammer. Come to find, I did play some Warhammer. I have played some Warhammer, but not a lot. I do know that it is very religious, in universe type thing. But yeah, you just gotta tell the people that run the convention that you're interested in, like bringing an original panel to the lineup, and they'll then, I'm pretty sure how it works is they're not gonna let you do just one panel. They'll then be like, okay, you can do this original idea. However, we are also going to ask that you are in charge of leading this trivia panel, or this, like, I don't know, like it's basically trivia panels type thing that they just give you, put on your plate, and then you just do it. Like they're just like, come to find out, people that do panels at, I mean, I'm pretty sure it depends on the scale of your con, but like San Diego Comic Con, I don't think they let just anybody do a panel. You know what I mean? But at Phoenix Fan Fusion, it's like, you know, smaller, so pretty much anybody. You just tell them you have an idea, tell them what you're bringing to the table, show how well put together you are, and they'll give you like time slots to do your thing. But also, yes, I took a picture of my coffee on one of the days because it was so beautiful. Look at the lighting! Ma'am. This is the Wendy's.
Oh, yeah?
This is a Wendy's. I thought this was super cute. I know, right, Jay? I agree. I thought this was super cute. All the beautiful flowers, the crochet moments. Right? Very pretty. Very, very pretty. What? Oh my god. I didn't realize the things on the bottom were only $15. Oh my god, I should have gotten something. Fuck. Shit! Oh well. Oh well, look at the strawberry plants. It makes your back hurt just looking at it, all of the hard work. Yeah, I bet. I bet. But yeah, I just thought it was super cute. Yeah, I'm gonna put all these... The straw babies! I'm gonna put all these pictures in the discard. The skill that it requires, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't even know. I've never crocheted, but I could see how it's not for the faint of heart. And it requires a lot of time and dedication. Yeah. It's really pretty. They have a very big spread here. We are one. No, it's okay, Jay. You can yell. It's fine. You're enthusiastic. There's nothing wrong with it. More art. Artsy fartsy. Artsy fartsy. These are all League of Legends characters. League of Lerdur. It's very cool because these are textured art. Gotta love it. You got Powder / Jinx, Vi. I think that's Victor, maybe. Ezreal, Lee Sin. Is this Lux? Ari, Akali. There's a lot of them. Okay. Oh, I have to show this one. You got Azula, Iroh, Zuko, Katara, Toph, Sokka, Appa, Yip Yip, Aang, Momo. And this whole sheet is like metal. It's very interesting. Very heavy. Big deal. Big deal. Big guy. Alright, let's see. I'm scrolling. I thought this was a lot of fun. I thought this was a fun take on a very classic piece of art that we've all probably seen at one point in Timge. That was cute. Meep would like this. Oh, Meep sleep. Meep sleep. Okay, let's see. What else do we have? Got some cute horror girly merch. Horror queen. I don't wear earrings too much. You know, or else I would have considered. But yeah, I thought these were cute. Little bat, little black cat. Little old school style Halloween decoration. Stay weird. That's cute, isn't it? You suck. I just noticed this. You suck. Thanks. If this boba wasn't so lumpy, I would have considered. But it's so lumpy. Why is the boba so lumpy? You know? Why is the boba lumpy? Mando. Obviously. How to get a picture of Mando. As one does. You have that boba and a squishmallow? I'm not lump shaming boba. I'm lump asking why. Okay. We got this crazy ass stuff made out of metal. Which is wild. It's just like hardware. That Mando? And this was super cute Wally, but look, he's made out of like nuts and bolts. You can have my boba. Wink. Wink, wink. But look, it's just made out of hardware that you'd find in any old hardware store. Fancy. Oh, Wally, he's a good boy. This is somebody's hear me out, mind you. We learned this in real time. Thank you for the hydrate. Sadie's. Wow. I thought this was super cool too. Dinosaur. You would have bought him. You would have bought him. Yeah, these are really cool pieces of art. I just love the fact that it's a dinosaur made out of metal. I think that's pretty cool. I would have spent an unholy amount of money. That is what most people end up doing. Dude, check this out. It's a xenomorph. Made out of metal. With the tail and everything. Somebody asked the artist how they got this in the building. And they're like, oh, it's super simple. Because it's modular. This bad boy, real boy papa, can walk around, can move. Modular? That's scary. And again, this is somebody's hear me out. Through the hole in the ceiling? Totally, for sure. For sure, dude. And there was another one. You got the Predator right next to it. So tall. So tall, dude. It's crazy. It's madness. It's wild. It's wacky. So big. It's just so cool. People are so creative. People are so creative. Okay. So there's a bunch of like t-shirt designs. I think I'm gonna mostly put these in the Discord. But I do want to highlight some of these. I mean, come on. A little Pedro Pascal moment. Hello, ma'am. And the baby girl name drop? Please. Oh. I took this picture at least for Emmy. You seen pics of this booth before? Of course you have. Of course you have. But yeah, I was like, I need to take this picture. I need to take a picture of this for Emmy. So there's that. You can get a pillowcase if you want. Thank you so much. You're welcome. So yeah, it's cute. It's fun. Captain America and the Winter Soldier bundle. Exactly. Slumber bundle. I just love how this is simply somebody... Matthew Lillard. There it is. I was like, his name is escaping me. It's just Matthew Lillard. That's all it is. It's just Matthew Lillard. Which we love, obviously. But it's something that was so special. It's just him. This bag is the bag. This is the bag of a killer, Bella. I would like this a little bit more if it was like... You know what I mean? Like more of Edward. You know? Who doesn't love Matthew Lillard? Exactly. Alright, we're gonna speed run through these because they're cute. I have no idea what I'm doing. It's just a cute little silly golden retriever at a laptop. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay. This, so cute. I might need this later. Literally me. Literally me playing any video game ever. I might need this later. I can't drop it. I have to. The cheese, the meats, the mats, the bombs, the swords. You never know. You could need it later. I'm not going to put it away. I'm not going to sell it. I might need it later. And I took close-up pictures of some of these. Emmy! Or anybody, but mostly Emmy. I saw this. I thought of you. Because it's cute. And I agree. For myself as well. Houston, I have so many problems. It's so cute! Like the fact that this cute little guy, this little guy, made it to space. He's in space. He's made it. He's there. He's done it. But he's like, oh no. Please. Please. I have so many problems. It's just so cute. It's so cute. Send nudes. Classic. Am I right? Am I right? Super cute. Sorry I'm late. I didn't want to come. I thought this was cute. Personally, I don't vibe with this, but I thought it was cute. Okay, just because I'm late doesn't mean I didn't want to be there. I just got overwhelmed and lost track of time. It happens. This one's super cute. It's a ghost. Double middle finger. Bushy. That's bushy. So cute! I love that you thought of me for the astronaut one, of course. Of course. But this one's so fun. This is Bushy. Little guy. So angry. His face. So pissed. I'm so freaking pissed. I'm freaking pissed. Post-coffee? No, pre-coffee? Post-coffee. What's the difference? The Bushy reminds me of Mindless. Oh, that's cute. This is Bushy. What doesn't kill you gives you XP. This is true. This is true, I agree. Okay, I love these both so much. I'm not arguing, I'm just explaining why I'm right. Neighboring. Have you considered using Common Sense? I love the Common Sense one so much because it has the beautiful spotlight with the glimmers and the hand. Have you considered using Common Sense? So cute. That's chat on both sides, please. You're currently wearing a cat shirt? Ugh. I would say what are the odds, but it's probably, you know, really high. So there's that. I just love that. Have you considered using Common Sense? Have you? Oh my god. This? Sorry for the awful, no, accurate things I said. Sometimes you're just making observations. And it's not my fault that they're mean and nasty and mean. Don't give me the material to be rude if you don't want me to be rude. You know? I'm just being observant. It's nothing against you. I'm just saying what I'm seeing. Sometimes your inside thoughts don't need to be outside thoughts, but sometimes they are. You don't need to take it personally. I'm sorry I made you cry. This shirt? Oh my god. I'm smiling so I don't swear. Please. Streamers be like. Streamers be like. I'm smiling so I don't swear. Okay? Don't get it twisted. I'm not happy right now. I'm not happy with you in that comment you made. Please. I really enjoyed this person's art style quite a lot. I love the color choices. I love the vibe. You can kind of tell that some of these, they did like the shadow box situation. I don't know if they like actually... Oh, yes, the Rhea Ripley. I don't know if they actually did shadow box type stuff. But it looks like they did. The effect is there. Yeah, the Keanu looks really nice as well. Got Mace Windu, Grogu, Has-Been, Jason, Miles, Darth, Jack. Very cool. A lot of cool stuff, I will say. I will say. I thought these were cute. You gotta love... What is this? A raven? A crow? I don't know. He's confused, and I feel for him. He's like... Either he saw something crazy, he's thinking about something crazy, he's about to do something crazy, I don't know, but he's a moment, he's a vibe. Where's Chie with the Hecate emote? Oh, that is so true. That is so true. A little chicken, little chickadee. I thought this was super cute. Why is a chicken doing geometry? What's going on? Of course you're stressed. There's no need. Don't worry about it. Look it up. Google it. It'll be fine. I just love it so much, though. He's like, oh my god. I don't know what I'm doing. I need help. It's just so cute. I'm like, why is a chicken doing math? It's crazy. I like him too. He's a sweetie. These dice are a lot of fun. I don't remember what they're made out of. Glass? Yes. We asked the guy about these. They have this like really interesting reflective property as far as like it's frosted glass, and only one face of the dice has like a rainbow type, like a spectrum on it, you know what I mean? So when you rotate it, the glass reflects at every angle, so it gives you this like really cool illusion. It's very fancy. Good night, Sadie. Thank you for hanging out. Possibly see you tomorrow? Maybe? I'm gonna be Fortin with friends. I forgot to rotate this one. I forgot to rotate it! Whatever. Oh! Scared me. This was cool. This was cool! It's just like, you know, a single dice. Just for fun. Just for funsy onesie. I thought it was really pretty, so I took a picture of it. No, that's not a picture. Sabrina, it's a video! Get your shit together! My god. Please. I've been here for 4.5 hours.